everybody! Hello! Welcome to CharmedPersons. Thank you so much for joining us on this Sunday. B in the chat. What's up, B? Currently on a 3-stream streak. B, go you. Alright, so, tomorrow. We've announced it once, but tomorrow is the season premiere, the first episode of Charmed Heroes. We are going to be playing a long shot using the Marvel TTRPG system. It is going to be game mastered by our very own Michael Brigance. Michael's going to be doing that. We're going to have me, Matt, Emily as the players, plus special guest Meg, who's returning to the stream, who was on the stream a long time ago.
We actually never streamed that.
Oh yeah, we did never stream that. What did we? Longtime friend of the stream. So that's going to be happening tomorrow. So tune in to that at 7 p.m. Central. And then it's Thanksgiving this week. So take the week, be with your family if you celebrate. If not, just find a reason to be with your same family anyway. And we will then come back.
I'm thankful for all of you guys.
Oh, thanks, Eric.
I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for B too.
Yeah, B.
Yay, we are thankful for B. And then we will come back here in a week for
Camping
CharmedPersons Campaign 3 at 12 p.m. Central. That's enough for announcements. So far,
No, it's not.
Join the Discord! It was my idea. I was the one that created it, and I'm the one who forgets it every time. Join our Discord, Charmed Family. It's where you can chat with us. You can even play games with us. Thank you, Beast, for the Discord message. Discord announcement. And so come join us, come chat with us. Some of our shows you can actively participate in by joining the Discord. So join that, come talk to us. That's it for announcements. So far in our Campaign 3, we are on the 37th session. Our party, deemed the Concerned Citizens, have defeated the Sect of the Abyss and are on a new quest to free the Savian dynasty from a current occupation by the Kavaxian Empire and the Chromatic Council. A council of 5, now 4 dragons, after our party defeated the young red dragon Ember, along with some heavy figures and influential figures from Aeliana's past. Brennan Avarna, her uncle, who outcasted her family, killed her older brother. Gavin Lacey, the creator of the Avarna construct, he was also killed. And Hilnam was freed by their occupation. And as the party set out to, or decided to, where they were going to set out next, Hilnam was visited by one Blazaria, the adult red dragon and mother of Ember. Fearful of another attack on the city, Blazaria instead grabbed Ember's corpse, threw it in the air, burnt it to a crisp, and deemed him a failure, warning the citizens of Hilnam to enjoy their freedom while they had it. Also picking up a drow dark elf woman who called herself, or had the title of Vessel, who Emory had run into after trying to catch the fleeing dark elves. Emory was quick on his feet and acted and played a part that got him a device that can contact this vessel, and made a deal with her to, one, kind of save Xander's life, but also get more information. There was some lore that was dropped there, potentially, about Emory and Rowina's mother. More to be discovered about that later. But the party eventually set out and left Hilnam and are heading south to the forest on the cliff in search for Damien and the staff, the Obsidian staff, as well as Rowina's adopted mother and Aeliana's family. They are traveling with Xander, obviously, but also with Aeliana's mother, who is joining them on this trip. The first night, they all laughed and talked, and some emotions were shared, but mainly it was a good conversation and a fun night together. And eventually, you all fell asleep. But before we can continue, all of you had an interesting night's sleep.
Did we?
Yes.
I did want to message my mom.
You wanted to message your mom before you went to bed?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and message your mom.
Hey, Mom, it's Oliver. Do we know Damien's last name, or is it just
You
Damien?
do not.
Damien.
Do you
I know that
happen?
my last name is Bishop and Linda's is Bishop, and Damien is also Linda's adopted son, but
Do you happen to know a Damien Green Tiefling man? Possibly part of your old adventuring group. Hope you're doing well. I think that's what I thought.
You get a response. Oliver, glad you're okay. Art is good. Jay is good.
Point, Mom.
Dad is good.
That's the most mom thing I've ever heard.
And then she would say,
My mom can lie.
yeah, I know she can. She would say, the name sounds familiar.
Good night. I'll go back.
So you head to bed, and some dreams are had. Everybody has some vivid dreams this evening. And we will start with Rowina. Rowina, you are in a dark room. It's lit very dimly by some purple tinted lighting. The walls seem to be carved stone. And you are looking in the reflection of a window. It is a dark tinted window, but because of the lighting, you see a clear reflection. And the reflection that you see back is of a green tiefling woman. One that you've seen before. One that you recognize to be Aeliana. And she's looking at you, and she says, "Curses can be gifts. Because my curse has led to so many wonderful things from my ancestors. From my descendants, she would say, sorry. Just because you are cursed does not mean you cannot make the most of it. You hear and feel yourself say, I'm trying, but it's hard. I've lived a long life." She says, you are one of the more troubled descendants of mine. But you've learned to communicate with me. You can always learn more. You can always change more. How do I even know if this is you? I'm asleep. This could be a figment of my imagination. Maybe I am finally losing my mind. Well, if you are, it's leading you down a better path than you've been before. You feel yourself nod, and then you look over at a mirror. And as you stare at your own reflection, you see Damien looking at himself in this purple carved stone room. And then the dream fades. Oliver, you are walking on a stone floor, and it's hot. But it's a comfortable heat. You're sweating, yet you don't feel uncomfortable. Your boots are echoing as you walk, and then you look up and around, and you see many people all around you. There's a large open stone floor, and this floor is covered with anvils and other blacksmith stations, and you see people working. And every time you pass by somebody, they look to you. Oliver, hey! And Oliver, good to see you. Oliver, and you're greeted very pleasantly by everyone. Everyone seems to know who you are. Everyone smiles when you pass. You wave and smile to everyone. You feel welcomed here. In the distance, you see these large stone double doors, easily 50 feet high. As you walk up, the doors open for you. They open up, and you are hit with a wave of heat and a gust of wind. But it's, once again, it's nice. You embrace it. It's good to feel this warmth. And as you walk in, you hear this pounding reverberation of metal on metal. Toom! Toom! Just shaking the entire room. In front of you, you see a 20-foot tall man hammering away at the largest anvil you've ever seen. He's fixated on something. And he finally leans and places the hammer down. He's wearing armor, but it's light armor. It's metal, but it leaves most of his skin uncovered, and his skin is a dark reddish brown. And it's covered in soot and sweat. And he puts down his hammer, and he takes this long pair of tongs, and he grabs what he's working on, and he lifts it up, and you see the shape of a human. The shape of a human standing strong. And he places it in the water to cool. And then he places it on a shelf. And on this shelf you see hundreds, thousands of many metal statues of humanoids in different shapes and sizes, different faces. And this 20-foot tall man stops. His back has been to you this entire time. And you hear in a deep, resounding voice, Oliver. And he turns to face you, and you can't really make out his face. because his head and his hair is just a wreath of flame. But when he turns and looks at you, you feel no fear. You feel no pain, no worry. You feel a comfortable warmth rise within you, and you feel yourself smile. I've been waiting for you. The dream fades, and you wake up. Aeliana, you are in blackness. You don't see anything, you don't feel anything, you don't hear anything, but you are cognizant. You're conscious. It's a little scary at first. And then you hear a voice. A deep, resounding voice. You feel it in your chest. You don't speak Celestial, I'm assuming. You understand what this voice is saying, and yet Aeliana is smart enough to know that she's hearing Celestial. And you hear the voice say, "You impressed me. You are not one of mine. I could not help you, but I can give you this." You blink and you're open. You're cognizant. You're awake. You're on a hill. You recognize this hill. You're standing next to a tree. You recognize this tree. You recognize them because they seem almost painted, as if on a canvas. You hear footsteps. And walking around the tree, coming closer to you, you see a figure. A figure that you recognize. "Hello, my daughter." "It's so good to see you."
I think she's like, is this a trick? Is this,
Yeah.
first of all, it's
do
a
you
little
say
bit
that?
like, no, I think it's clear though that she's like looking around, like, where's the lie? Where's the?
He reaches out and he grabs your arms, and then he moves down your arms and grabs both of your hands. "I'm here. We have a moment. A moment that's been gifted to us."
And she just hug him.
He hugs you back, squeezes you, and he looks healthy. He looks great. He looks like the father that you remember, and he hugs you tightly, strongly. But at the same time, it's almost as if he gives a little. There's an unnaturalness to his form. This isn't the material plane version of your father. This is something different. This is his essence corporealized in this moment. And he says to you, taking your head in his hands, "I'm so proud of you. You've done so much. I'm sorry I wasn't there."
I'm sorry I wasn't there.
No. It's all right.
Should have found you sooner. I should have come to you. I should have found you all. I didn't know.
You did everything you could. You were a child. You were alone. Your brother,
Hilnam is free.
we know. Your brother knows. He wished he could be here. He loves you so much. He pauses for a second. We don't have long. Protect your mother.
I will.
Protect your siblings.
Yes.
And he puts a hand on your chest. But protect your heart. And then he lifts his hand up, grabs your cheek. I love you.
I love you too.
And as you close your eyes to feel the embrace of his hand on your cheek, the dream fades. And you wake up. Emory, you are standing on a cliff, a rocky cliff. And in front of you is a large canyon. It's like the world is in grayscale. Everything that you see is in of varying degrees of black and white. And across the canyon, you see a figure that you recognize. This is a figure that you saw when you died. A drow woman who was looking over at you and smiling. There's this canyon between the two of you, but she lifts up her hand and she shouts something. But you can't hear it. The voice doesn't reach you. But she smiles, and you see her wave. And she turns around and starts to walk away. And from behind you, you hear crying. Soft, silent sobs. And you turn and you look, and you see a pile of bodies. And kneeling on top of this pile of bodies is who you've come to know as Damien. And he's sobbing. He's crying. In his hand, he has a hooked dagger that looks very familiar to you. And it's covered in blood. And he's crying quietly. And you don't feel yourself moving, but as in dreams, the vision comes closer to you, you get closer to it. And he looks up at you. Tears pouring down his eyes. And you see a moment of recognition as he looks at you. And he says, I never wanted to be a killer. I'm just good at it. And he reaches out and he hands you the dagger, the hooked dagger, and you feel yourself take it. And then he says, it's not the part of me I wanted to pass down to you. And you feel yourself wake up. Last but not least, our good friend Danny. Danny, you feel yourself walking down a street. You realize that you recognize pretty immediately it's the street of Savonia. It's a nice day, sunny. Birds are chirping, wind, breeze ever so light. Every once in a while you use the breeze to kind of assist in your movement. Just kind of almost dance walking. You're in a good mood. You go up to a door that you recognize, a house that you've recently been introduced to. And you knock on the door. And the door opens. And you see 13, 14-year-old boy standing there looking at you. He has long, sandy blonde hair that has been tied up messily into a messy bun. Wearing upper class kind of clothing. And he smiles really big. Uncle Danny! And he jumps up and he grabs you and he hugs you. And you hear a couple more little footsteps. And you see a pair of twins come running down the aisles. One, a girl with long, bright blonde flowing hair. And one, a boy. Short, brown hair. You know them to be twins, but they couldn't look anything more differently. And they come running up and they hug you. And from around the corner, coming out of the kitchen, you see Aeliana. Long brown hair covered in gray streaks. She seems incredibly happy to see you. You come up to her, you embrace her. You hear coming up from the basement heavy footsteps as Oliver comes up, wringing his hands, wiping them from the work that he's doing down in the basement. He smiles at you. Barely aged a day. Something that pisses both you and Aeliana off. You talk about it often. He gives you a big hug. Coming in from outside in the backyard, Art comes running in, and he's old, an old dog. And you actually, somehow you know this to be Art the Second. As he comes running in, he like turns around immediately, and it's like his tail's wagging, and coming in from the door, you see Xander. Kind of like he's in human form, but he's on all fours, and he's playing with Art. And you see big gray beard, short gray hair, and he also has 3 claw marks down his face. And he looks up, and he just laughs big. Danrek! And he comes over, and he gives you a big hug. Over in a little nook, you see 2 figures, kind of laughing. One is Nessa Granger, and sitting across from her is an older Emory. The 2 of them are playing some kind of like dice game, and they're laughing. Emory gives you the finger, and you laugh, and the young boy who opened the door for you gives the finger, and everybody's like, no, and everybody starts laughing about that situation. And then you all feel this like whoosh of wind, and over in a dark corner, coming out of the shadows, is Rowina. She has this huge flowing black cloak. She's covered in snow, and has these, her horns are even more ornate and bejeweled and decorated. You have this moment where you think, who knows where she's coming from? You have this feeling that Rowina is constantly traveling the world. And all of you are in this kitchen smiling at each other. And then there's a moment where you know that this is a dream. This is something that your mind has made up. But for a moment, you don't care. And you just kind of live in it. And you feel a hand in your hand. And you look over and you see your sister. And she's older now. She smiles. And she looks at you and she looks at all of your friends. And she says, Mom and Dad would be proud. And she squeezes your hand. And then you feel a hand on your shoulder. A warm hand. And you feel yourself lean down and embrace it lovingly. And then you wake up. And all of you are awake now. Your dreams having had, watches having gone on without a hitch. And it is now the next day. And the day is yours.
I would try to talk to Emory ASAP.
Okay, yeah.
So I would go knock on his door.
We're outside.
We're
Yeah,
on
we're
the,
in.
we're on the road, girl.
Where am I?
Knock
I
on
was
the
still stuck in that
door.
beautiful vision of our life.
Yeah.
I would just like
Yeah.
as we're waking up, just like ask if Emory wanted to like go find some breakfast.
Yeah.
Emory would sheath the hooked dagger that he was observing, trying to see if he could remember any story of where Rowina said she got it. Yeah, would like kind of shake it off, sheath it, and follow Rowina.
Well, how did you sleep?
Good, totally fine. We're back at it again. Out on the road.
All right, why am I being weird? I had a really weird dream last night.
I had a really weird dream last night also.
Whoa.
Was it the same dream? Is it a twin thing?
I don't know.
Okay,
Was
on
Damien
3,
out?
you say you're... Wait, what?
Okay, maybe it wasn't the same, but
Damien
okay,
was in mine.
So Damien was in yours.
And in your dream, was he crying over a pile of bodies?
Oh, no. Different
No,
dream.
Different dream. Got it.
Different dream. What? I
Heard.
need to hear about your dream first, though, I think.
I need to hear about your dream.
Okay, so I sometimes, the few times that I have actually seen Aeliana, often it's been either in a dream, or if I've meditated, I've seen her in like the reflection of a window or something similar. And at first I thought that's kind of what it was, because I was looking in a reflection and I saw her, and she was talking about her descendants, and she was talking about, she said, my curse was not so bad, make the most of your curse. And then I was responding, I guess, but it wasn't me, it was Damien. So like in the dream, I was Damien. And he also said that he was asleep. And so I'm wondering if maybe I was Damien in Damien's dream, like actually for real. Were you Damien, and were you crying over the bodies?
No, I was on the outside.
Oh, that sounds
But
better.
I don't have the curse, presumably. I mean, and I like look at myself like, yeah,
We've got to figure out what that is, right?
yeah. Yeah. I mean, do you think Oliver could do the thing that he did to... Oh, wait, no, it wasn't Oliver. It was... Oh, we gotta find that lady. Maybe she can...
What?
Uncurse. What do you want?
Oh. Well,
Sorry, no,
okay,
never mind.
because
I'm
it's
going a
it's
million
curse
miles an
in,
hour.
like our bloodline. I don't think it's necessarily the same
Mm-hmm.
thing, but it. What if I was? No. I need to hear about your dream. What? Why was he over? What do you mean?
I wasn't him, but I looked and there he was. He was crying.
Okay.
I guess he had killed a bunch of people, presumably, and he had this, and I'll pull the dagger out. And he gave it to me, and he said that he didn't mean to pass this on to me. Not the dagger, I guess, but the skill.
Wait, where did you get that? What?
Reyna gave this to me.
Right. So how did...
I don't know, maybe my brain is just like, whoa, you're fucking around and you're killing shit and you're really good at it and you're one-shotting friggin' bad guys and throwing down evil construct lords and like, what? I don't know. It's a dream.
But you talked to Damien in the dream.
I mean, I didn't really say anything. He just kind of talked to me. He gave me the dagger, and he's like, I didn't mean to pass this on to you, but I'm your father, and blah, blah, blah. I'm good at it, and I can't help it.
Make a list of questions for Damien. We have a lot at this point. I'm going to start one. Okay. What's up with the dagger?
Where'd you get the dude? Is this yours? I hope not, because it's really cool, and it's going to really fucking suck if it's his. And then where did Reyna get it? Where did Reyna get it? I'm sorry, the dust is.
It's sleeping outside for the first time.
I know.
If those I've got, I'll have a list. But
put that on the list. Put that on the list. Where?
Yeah.
Where did you get this? I guess I don't know.
Yes, I've got what's up with the dagger, what's up with the dreams, and what's up with Aluna. And if we come up with any more, we can add them to the list.
Because if Oliver's mom knows Damien,
what's up with Oliver's mom?
And if Oliver's mom knows Damien, and if Reyna knows Damien, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
It's starting to feel like it's a conspiracy against us or something. Like everybody knows something that we don't know.
I think if one more person knows Damien, we should just kill him.
But he has potentially all the answers.
But do we need the answers? We're doing pretty good.
Emory,
we can ask the vessel. The vessel can tell us. I could talk to her right now.
She seems to really not like Damien, and I'm not saying that her perspective is untrue. I'm not saying that Damien's is true. But I just look. I know that eventually we might have to kill Damien, but I've spent, and I know you may not admit it, but somewhere in the back of your head, you also have spent a lot of your life wondering where the fuck you come from. And if there's any chance of getting those answers, I need them. I can't speak for you, but I need them.
Our mom was in my dream too.
I'm a little jealous that you keep being able to see her, and I just get fucking Damien over and over.
Listen.
Emory, will you roll a insight check?
On what?
My command.
21.
Got him.
I hate to throw a wrench into this, but
I'm really excited about it.
But I just realized that you would have recognized her from another place.
Who? My mom?
The figure that you're seeing in your dreams and the figure that you saw when you died. You recognize that figure from another place, and it is from the book that you found in Shadow's Tower. When you saw a drow woman in a green cloak.
The book I found in Shadow's Tower.
The book the party found. The book
my God.
Scried on the
with
other
the other
two
witches?
sisters of Cullinan.
Mm-hmm.
But she is a sister of Cullinan?
Allegedly.
Is that what you're saying, Zach?
I'm saying you've seen this figure 3 times. Once in your dream, once when you died, once in that book.
But when Emory died, it was very clear that she was our mother, right?
I don't think it was said that way. I don't think it was said like that's your mom.
That's what you assume.
I don't think she was like, "Hi, I'm your mom."
Yeah,
but
she was just like beckoning.
Yeah.
At the well.
Trickery.
Something's up.
Well, fuck.
I honestly, genuinely, Zach was like, "Oh shit, they've seen," and I forgot.
But I could see that, yeah, that's how, and I could see that being like, as I was like, our mom is. I saw our mom in our. I saw. Do we still have
We still have the book.
Yep, you put it
Yeah.
in the handy haversack, I think.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Garn and Raj.
By the way,
and...
it was discussed last session, but I do need to know, was the ring given to Emory put in the handy haversack, yes or no?
It's up to Emory.
I believe we had said yes, because I think Emory was.
I'll allow you to make the
like,
decision
it's up to
now.
Emory, and I think
it's up to Angie.
I think Angie agreed.
But I
and
do
then we
need
said
to know.
Once he wants it, he can have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think in attempts to be on the same page as the group and not stray too far and not make any of his own decisions ever again in this life, we'll put he would have put the ring in.
Oliver stressed it's if you wanted to do it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks for
so it would be in there, and then
But yeah, the book is in the handy haversack as well. I think. I'm pretty sure.
Rowina. Rowina. That woman. The woman in the thing, the green cloak, and the woman in the scrying in the book, and the shadow, that's her.
Yes.
That's our mother. Or that's the woman I've been seeing. That's who was there when I died. That's who was there in my dream. Who the?
No, our mother's. So she.
I understand so much less than I did when Ariok.
Oh God. Where's the book?
Where's the book? And I feel like would Rowena run after me if I ran back to the camp? I was like, "Where's the book?"
Okay.
Yeah.
In the meantime, while you guys have been away,
yes,
did any of the three of you do anything or get up to anything in particular this morning?
I don't think so.
Just getting packed up and ready. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oliver's meditating as he does every morning,
Uh-huh.
but kind of focusing on, I guess, seeing Barnon and trying to bring that to his mind and trying to understand if Barnon wants him to cast Revivify, and kind of that's what he's focusing on.
Okay. As you're meditating, go ahead and roll a wisdom check with your proficiency bonus.
It's a natural 20.
Oh shit.
Oh my God! Let's go.
Okay.
For a total of 27.
Holy shit.
Okay. I'm
Best
gonna say with a
I just float away.
I'm gonna say with a nat 20 as you're meditating. As you're meditating, you feel your consciousness shift, and you open your eyes, and you are right where you left off on the dream.
Whoa!
I now unlocked lucid dreaming.
You see this tall, huge figure in front of you, and he says, "I've been waiting for you." What do you do?
Oh shit. Are you proud of me?
He kind of leans back and lets out this laugh. This like bellowing laugh that like shakes the room.
Simple no of spice.
Of course I'm proud of you. You are one of my most devoted followers. And he kind of like gestures behind you, and you see that he's kind of like there. You don't see anything behind you, but he's gesturing to how you were treated when you walked through the hall earlier.
Then why are you hurting me? Why are you doing this to me when I'm doing I'm using the gifts that you gave me?
He sighs. And he walks over to the shelves, the endless wall of shelves that seems to go on forever that has these metal statues. And he sighs. We guard or powerful, but we are limited still. The power to go against the wishes of all of the gods is controversial. It's limited. It is. And he kind of sighs again. Not many are granted this power. Only the most devout. I do not intend to punish you, Oliver. But as a mortal, wielding the power of the gods will pay its price.
I won't let them go. So whatever it costs.
I won't let it take you. But there is only so much I can do. I will try to ease your pain.
Thank you for everything that you've given me. And allowing for me to share it with those that I love.
Oliver, there will come a time where my kind and I will have need of you and your friends. An evil grows in Zelios. You know it by name. I dare not speak it in this realm.
Whatever you need, we'll be there. Well, I'll be there. And I think everybody will come around. Be there.
Oliver, stay true. And as he says that, you feel his, like, the wind from his voice kind of, like, gust over you, and you wake up feeling like the breeze in the forest, and your meditation fades.
As Emory sprinting.
As Emory sprints into the clearing.
Where's the book? Where's the book?
Where's the book?
The book, the book with the thing and the sisters, and we're looking at them, and there's books, the book, the scrying book.
Good
Yeah,
morning.
what does Brian sound like? Oh, hi everyone. Good morning.
Book.
Yeah, and he'll hold up in the handy haversack. It's in here.
The book.
The book man.
My mom's in here.
If you open it, they can see it. What?
What?
No. Okay, can I? Emory says that the person he's been seeing, who we think is our mom, is also the woman who's in this book, and we need to look.
Did anyone have a dream last night about our parents?
Unless your parent is Rarnan, but I don't think that to be the case.
About my parent, but also Brian, and I think, which is why I asked.
Oh. Okay. If you open it, they can see. It's a two-way mirror. It's they can see us.
Are we in a freaking?
I don't know.
Do we have a sign behind us saying where we are?
We could just point it at the trees and then peek over.
I just want that to be known. But please, yes, open it now.
You see on the screen where you would see the green cloaked woman, you see a stone brick. And then on the screen where you would see the Sister Winter, you see a wooden, like, just wood. It looks as if both of the books have been placed.
Oh, they're closed.
Yeah. They're either closed or, like, facing things so that you can't see. You intuitively guess that they know you have the book, and they're like, we don't want them to see where we are. Yeah.
Damn it.
Because they saw you when you got the book.
Fair enough.
Can we hear them? And they can hear us, or no?
You do hear a fire in the like a fire crackling in the stone one, but don't hear anything else.
Hello.
Can they hear us?
Hello.
Emery's testing it.
Yeah, I would be saying hello into the panel with the
Mom!
stone.
You don't get any response.
Fuck.
Can I just say, Rowina?
No response.
Nothing?
Fuck.
Fuck. Close it.
Close it.
Anything?
Close it.
I would say
It's closed.
into the panel with the stone on it, be like, Damien has a British accent, right?
I walk up and close the book.
What the fuck, Danny?
If your mom is in that book, your mom is a sister, kind of.
Okay, yes, I think that maybe we've...
Guess
Which
so.
is bad.
We can look again another time, but...
Sorry, Danny.
I'm sorry.
Why do both of your parents have to be such fucks? Sorry.
Well, okay, nothing is confirmed.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful morning, and we are going to be fine. And deep breaths.
Just want to clarify. You think, well, not even going to go there. Person that you saw when you died is the person in the green cloak in that book.
I'm pretty sure. I'm 21 out of 20 sure that yes.
So 100.
Pretty positive.
But her being our mother is...
That would be 105%.
I suppose an assumption.
Thank you. I wasn't gonna do that math. Thank God there's someone here to do it.
Thank you, Xander.
Thank you.
He gets on an abacus.
But we have started a list of questions to ask Damien if anybody wants to ask.
Oh, yeah.
Should we go back through the ones we have so they don't have to repeat? Number one,
yes, hold on,
what
let
the
me-
fuck is up with
Yes.
what is
What's
it?
up with the dagger? Oh,
In general?
What,
Okay.
Tell them
what
about
the
the
fuck
dagger.
is up, David?
Dagger, what's up with you?
That's a good
what about the
First
dagger?
question?
What dagger?
I had a dream that Damien gave me this dagger, and it's my hook dagger. I pull out the hook dagger.
Where
But
did you
Rowina
get that?
gave this to
Yeah,
me,
where
so
did you
it's
get it?
probably
Oh.
just like crazy that it's like my brain is like,
Well,
oh, this is my dagger that I
not
specifically
really.
kill with. And
We know Damien. Well, we know Damien was in Danrek looking after you. Who's to say he didn't give Rowina the dagger planted on her?
why would she get then?
Because she
I
knows that you like
swear
daggers.
to Brarnan, if there is,
Everyone's a
if
fan.
Rowina
Everyone's
knows
Team
Damien,
Barnon.
who's your guy?
Arn.
Who?
Arn.
I swear to Arn, if
Hell yeah.
there
Hell
is
yeah.
a connection
I'll
between
win.
Damien and Rowina, I'm gonna lose my Arn damn mind.
I do think that Oliver is onto something. I think maybe Damien just planted it somewhere, knowing that Reyna would find it.
Is nothing in my life meaningful?
How's that not meaningful?
I think that means it's the
I-
opposite. I think it's so meaningful that everything is sort of.
I feel like we're reacting to a lot of stuff that hasn't happened officially, right?
That's what we do.
True.
Well, right. I'm just saying. Everything could be fine.
Yeah,
It's
so
usually not.
we need to ask Damien about it, and
Yeah.
then we already have on the list what's up with Oliver's mom, so
Good.
we can ask about that connection. Also, what's up with the dream? I had a dream that I had Damien's dream. I was Damien in I had a dream that I was Damien in Damien's dream.
You're not Damien, are you?
I don't
All of it?
think so. We have been
Pulls
in
out
the
his
same
hammer.
room at the same time.
Hey!
So
They've been together. I saw them at the same time.
Yeah.
Right.
I gotta eat some of this
I'm not
fruit
Damien.
jerky.
Well, I guess
Okay.
I'm half Damien. If
Well,
Right.
okay, this is all
Wow.
insane. But just I want to. What? What?
If our mom's name is Rowina and your name is Rowina, what if my fucking name is Damien?
Oh no!
Your parents named you both after yourself.
That's kinda weird.
That's
I
weird.
don't think so.
It happens.
It wouldn't be the most fucked up thing that's happening right now.
I knew someone in Hilnam who named all 3 of their sons Robert. It was very difficult to tell them apart.
Is that real?
I don't know.
I want to talk about. Okay. I want to talk about that later, but on a more serious note, you two. If
What?
this is your mom in the book.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, don't make me say it, but
You want to fucking kill our mom?
yeah.
Maybe there's an explanation as to why. Maybe she killed the real one and she's not bad.
It doesn't matter. No.
He has to kill him.
Same thing. I'll tell you the same thing I've told Oliver and the same thing I told.
Oh,
Emory.
well, here's the... Okay, so
Well,
if
let her finish. She's going to tell you something. She's going to tell you the same thing she told Oliver.
Understand what you feel like you need to do, but you have to let me get the answers I need first.
Sure. I mean... Just want you to know... She destroyed my life.
Same.
We will cross that bridge when we get to it.
Okay.
We should get on the road.
Zach, would I be able... Because this bitch has been haunting me for a minute.
Yeah.
If I, described her of, what I was seeing to Emory, does that match up to,
Well, I will say you often see her with her hooded.
That is true.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you have. I don't know if you've seen. Well, yeah, you probably would have in the battle. So I would say, yeah. You describe what you remember.
Oh wait, we fought her, yeah.
Well, you haven't fought Fate.
It's a different one.
But you did see her.
Two others.
But I would say, I mean, Danny, you also saw her in the book, and it was who you remember seeing.
Okay, then that's enough for me to.
Yeah.
Then that's enough for me to put those two and two together. Okay.
Oh fuck.
We'll get through this.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Whatever the truth is, we'll tackle it together.
I did talk to Brarnan this morning.
Casual.
Yeah.
Actually?
I think so.
You talked to a god?
I think, yes. And he said there'll come a time when we are needed to help them, help the gods. So I think it's important that we stick together and remember that we are together in this.
We're supposed to help gods.
I don't
That
really owe
feels-
the gods anything.
A bit much.
We're gonna help God. I can't even fucking find my mom.
I think he said there's a great evil, which I'm guessing is Muldreth.
That's anything.
Is my understanding of it. It was a specific evil that's growing. Not to put a lot of weight on everybody's shoulders
I
this
think
morning.
I think that's something we can maybe tackle later.
Right. Saddle up.
Great.
Right. And you all saddle up on your horses. Oleander, Anvil, Dusk, Shadow, and Mipsy. What was
Frida.
Frida. Yeah.
Nipsey.
Mipsy.
Mipsy.
That is going to be our next dog's
Banana.
name.
Mipsy.
Mipsy.
And you continue to travel south. This day of travel goes off without a hitch. You know that by the end of the next day, you will most likely reach the forest on the cliff with the pace that you're traveling. But tonight, you still have another night of camping in a small... you are camping in a small forest itself, but it is not the forest on the cliff. It's a small, more large grove of trees, but you are camping there in a clearing. You set up camp for the night and start making some dinner, and the night is yours if there's anything that you would like to accomplish in the night, or you can just get into your watches and your sleep. Up to you.
Zach, what would the date be for tomorrow?
Tomorrow, so
It's been a minute since I've had the...
yes, so you attacked Ember on the 6th, which means you left on the 8th. So today is the 9th, so tomorrow is the 10th. Garnia.
Garnia.
The 10th of Garnia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
10th of Garnia. Tonight is you're right now, currently it is the 9th of Garnia, the night of the 9th, and tomorrow will be the 10th.
So questions for Damien? We were talking about?
Yes. Anything to add to the list?
Yes.
Read the list out loud, please.
We've got what's up with the dagger, what's up with the dreams, what's up with the Luna, and what's up with Oliver's mom. What
yes. Well, I want to know if he knows where the other portals go. He gave me this.
Oh, yes.
What's up with the portals?
Just keep framing it that way. I think that's helpful.
What's up with the truth? I don't know. He seemed to. I don't know if that and if he. I think he may have transferred a curse to me. His quest for.
We could just say, "What's up with Oliver?" Just in general, right?
What is up with Oliver? Yeah.
What's up with Oliver?
Yeah. No. Sure. Yeah. That's good. I guess that's about it. For me.
I guess I should now add, "What's up with the Sisters of Kynan / our mother?"
Yeah, I want to know. I mean, not to get too graphic, but like he saw a giant hunchback witch crone lady and was like, "Hell yeah."
We don't know what happened, right?
Not to like shame or whatever, and I'm sure your mom was like a beautiful woman back in her day, but like from what I saw, it was like crone fingers on crone fingers and like patchy, like stringy thin hair.
Saying chrome or crone?
Crone, like gnarl, like bumpy knuckles.
The chrome sounds cool. I don't know.
No, like talony, gross.
Is that what I saw?
That's what I saw when I fought her. Then again, Raina's mom was a little spookified, but she was normal sometimes
Magic
too.
can do some real messed up things to you.
That's not messed up.
Yes, we don't even know if she is our mother, so shouldn't.
Right.
Something very soon. Great. I'm very ready for that.
Something's just going. I don't know. Think about all of the, I don't know, major hero tales. There's just a lot of weird stuff that's kind of putting the twins at the center.
Yeah, Joe.
Who's doing first watch?
I can't sleep. I'll go.
Okay.
I'll stay up with Emory.
Surprise.
All right, Emory and Rowina, give me perception checks.
Something's going to happen.
For some reason, I thought you were going to start singing the song.
Natural 20.
Oh, I thought Angie was doing Something's Coming from West.
Okay, so we all
I was thinking Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Okay. Angie, what'd you get?
We're so cultured.
I got a 14.
14. Emory's a little preoccupied. But Rowina...
I'm trying to put the pieces together.
Yeah.
But
I might be writing a letter.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That makes sense. Rowina, you, as you are on watch, hear in the distance the sounds of... With a nat 20, you hear laughter.
No.
I hate it.
And
Excuse me?
with a nat 20, I'll even say a few hundred yards away, somehow you just catch it through all the trees. You see the glint of another fire. And you hear laughing in that direction.
Oh my god, our besties.
Emory.
What?
Look.
Don't read. What?
I told you, I'll never
Kelsey exploded.
read what you write without permission.
Okay.
I promise. But there's a fire over there, and I hear laughing. I think there's just another group of them, maybe.
Well, don't. Should we leave them? What should we? What?
Should we tell? Let's.
I mean, yeah, just
everybody
tell
just fell
everybody,
asleep.
but
Let's
we
just
aren't
tell
gonna fuck with them, right?
Unless they fuck with us.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but we're not gonna. Okay.
All right. And we'll slowly wake everybody up, and I'll just like update everybody on what we see.
Like 20 minutes.
Well,
Be chill.
Sorry, there's another. It seems like there's another group camped over there. I see a fire. I hear laughter. It doesn't necessarily seem like they've seen us, but
So be chill.
we are very close to another group if we want to move or scope it out, or I don't know.
Scope it out.
I'll go. I can go.
Could be friendly.
that is crazy. Floating all over them.
Yeah, I'll put my hood up and I'll like signal and like slink over, see if I can get a look to see if anybody's there.
Okay.
Be careful.
If we know them.
How close do you want to get?
Do I get a sense of if they're big or small as I get closer?
I mean, they're
Like
humanoid.
the size
You
of
see
the
humanoid
group.
shapes, is what I'll say.
I mean the size of the group. Can I?
Depends on how close you're willing to get.
Okay. I think I would get into. We're in a forested area, so I would get 2 trees away.
Okay, so yeah, relatively
like
close,
the
so
tree,
like 20, 30 feet away.
Yeah, I don't like how you said that, but yeah.
No, it's
yeah, like 30,
how far
30...
away, how far or not you're getting is how high the DC is for a stealth check.
I would say 30 to 40.
Okay, yeah.
So that I would be just out of range if they decided to get at me.
Makes sense. Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
Oh no. 13.
13.
Thank God, because it was a 2 and I have a plus 11.
So first of all, you get close enough to see that there are 3 individuals, 4 individuals actually, that are sitting around this fire. You see,
thumbs up.
You see this woman, clad in like black armor, long black hair, green eyes.
Yeah, we're fine, guys.
Long black hair, green
Angie,
eyes. And she is currently laughing and talking with this individual, a large like orc man.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say less enticing.
Okay, who has these 2 tusks, and the 2 of them seem to be drinking and laughing. The third individual you see is this this like knight in like sheer black armor.
The scariest thing I've ever seen.
Who is still in his armor and is just kind of like quietly standing next to his horse. And then the fourth person that you see just is like this human man with short brown hair, and he's just kind of like staring ahead by the fire, and seated like on a log or by a log by the fire. And as you get a little bit closer, you're like leaning in and you feel this snap of a branch underneath your foot, and the woman turns immediately in your direction.
Zach, did you say that the woman, was she a human?
Looks human.
Okay.
She turns in your direction, Emory, and pauses. And so does the orc man. What do you do?
Can they see me?
You think that they more so heard you. They're
And
looking in your general direction.
I'm on the ground or I'm in the tree?
I'm assuming you're on the ground because you didn't...
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. I would, like, back against the nearest tree that I could.
You see her look at the orc man, and he stands up, and he starts to walk in your direction.
Fuck.
With his footsteps, I would try to match my footsteps to go to the next tree over, like away, like
nice.
out and over.
Okay, roll a stealth check at disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. And he's gonna roll
Be a
perception.
20 and a 20.
He's gonna roll a perception check.
It's still a 13 at disadvantage.
Okay.
Could be worse.
You step with his steps, and you're like you back out of eyesight, and you like get behind this tree, and you turn, and you run into him, and he's like standing right next to you.
I run into him.
Yeah, he rolled a 19 on his perception check, so he like he saw you moving and timed his movement with you, and you've like run into him.
Oh no!
And he looks at you. And he doesn't do anything. He's just looking at you.
Hi.
He kind of grunts towards the fire.
I'm so sorry. I had to pee and I came a little too close to your camp and I didn't want you to see me or hear me because that's really embarrassing.
Didn't want to be caught with your pants down, did you? The woman is now joined the two of you. As this is happening, how far away did the rest of you stay?
I stayed at camp.
Yeah.
I think I would have gone in, like, gotten a little closer, but not near as close as Emory. But I do know that Emory still has the sending stone. If he took it with him, would he have?
I would still have it. Yeah, I'm not taking it off.
Yeah, because it would have been just like in a pocket or something. I would, if it had been a second, have been like, "Is everything okay?" Into the sending stone.
From
Whisper.
Camp, can we only make out like the glint of a fire? Is that how far
it's like a few hundred yards away.
I think Oliver would try to get a little bit closer so he can maybe just see like figures, just if there was like a commotion or something. Not close enough to where he can make out like details, but like.
Okay. Both of you roll stealth checks for me.
Not bad.
14.
30, 20.
Okay, now both of you roll perception checks for me.
4.
11. Roll a 3 or 4.
You do not feel like you've been seen, but with an 11 and a 4, you can't really tell what's going on. There's no like fast movement, there's no blades being pulled or anything, so you do not know right now that Emory is surrounded on both sides. The woman, you see that the Emory from your court, you see that the man in the black armor has gotten on his horse and is starting to like walk around. And the woman says to you, "Are you alone out here?"
Yeah.
Do you expect me to believe that?
I mean, you believe what you want to believe. Do I look like I'd be a person who rolls with people?
Well, then come join us at our camp. Eat with us. Please.
Okay. Cool, thanks.
Great. She and the other guy walk. The guy in the black armor has now left the camp and is like gone off somewhere.
Do I get anything from this ending?
You know that the stone is vibrating in your pocket, but canonically you would have to like we've like set up that like you would have to obviously,
I'd have to read the text.
Yeah.
Okay.
You come over, and you sit down at the camp. The guy who is sitting at the fire is sitting like up against the log. There's this blanket over him, and he just kind of like looks up at you and like looks down. And the woman comes over and she sits at the fire, and the orc sits down too, and she says, "I hate that it's getting colder. I really can't take it."
I like it better than. Went down to the Woldriar. Hot as hell down there.
She gets a pot of stew and she takes a bite. And she says, "Oh gosh, by the Banished Isles? Down by the sea?"
Yeah.
"Oh, I heard it's wretched down there."
Awful.
And she nods, and the orc gets a bowl of the stew, and he hands it to you. And she starts eating it.
She's eating it. So.
Do you eat it as well?
Yeah, I eat it and like not trying to stare too much at him, but the brown-haired guy, like trying to suss out what his deal is.
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Nah, I'm distracted. Natural one.
Okay, yeah. He
Well.
just seems like kind of a little out of it.
Yeah.
Danny or Oliver, all of you really. At this point, it's been like 6-7 minutes. What do you do?
I think
We need to go over.
I would go over. Yeah, I mean, I would sneak over for sure.
Yeah,
I
creeping
probably
forward a
wouldn't have
little bit.
waited. I probably would have gone over like 5-minute mark. Like, all right,
Okay.
this is exactly how long I've given you.
So is everybody heading over to the campsite or close to the campsite?
I'll stay
Yeah.
with the camp. I think someone should stay because
Well,
I
I
don't
mean, you're
know.
not staying alone.
I'll stay with Aeliana at the camp.
Okay.
Okay. That way,
Xander,
if no one's gonna steal our horses or anything.
Xander will
Yeah.
join the three of you. Go ahead and roll stealth checks. Oliver disadvantage.
It's me and Danny with bedhead over here.
Well, I have a question about that. Because we were sleeping and woke up, would Oliver have been in his armor while he was sleeping and then...
No, but I could put it on with an action. I would wear my armor if I'm
Oh,
Yeah,
I forgot that you
I
can
would
just...
assume that
Yeah.
Oliver put his
I would-
armor on,
yeah,
but you don't
absolutely.
have to have.
Yeah, absolutely, I put on.
No, I just
That's a
forgot that
5.
he doesn't have the
Yeah, it's magic there.
10-minute
Yeah.
the 10-minute rule.
Yeah. Okay, so what'd you get? 5?
11.
11. Okay, so as you guys are chilling here, Aeliana and Danny, go ahead and roll perception checks for me.
Damn it.
That's why someone had to
Fuck
say.
the horses.
Ooh, that's actually pretty good.
19.
18. 23.
Oh yeah, both of you hear it first. You hear like your horses kind of get a little and you look over and you see the black armored figure and his
Do it.
on his horse, and he's like looking in your direction, and then he rides off.
Mm.
What do the two of you do?
That was creepy as hell.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
I
Do you
mean,
just stay? Stay.
I would stay. I would stay. Yeah, stay. If they have trouble, I can, zoom over there.
We are within 120 feet of each other, right?
No.
Presumably for message rings?
No.
No?
Hundreds.
I said
Or
specifically
yards, 100 yards.
Hundreds of yards.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, so
Gosh.
Emory, you're sitting there eating the stew with her, and
Good.
she said,
Damn.
"It is good. Grog's a good cook."
Was that her
Sounds
choking?
familiar.
Grog?
Why does that sound familiar?
It's from.
It's
Critical Role.
Critical Role, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we had heard that in our. I was like, oh,
No.
what the fuck is that?
Who's Grog? Did she nod to Grog or?
Yeah, to the orc.
Oh, I like hold up the bowl like cheers.
He smiles deeply. He like tears into some of the meat on the stew. And
Cool guy.
as you all are sitting there, you hear a couple twig snaps and like a clang and like a little coming from further away. The woman kind of stands up. She looks over.
Does
She
the
puts the bowl of soup down. Go ahead.
as she stands, does the orc stand as well?
He's eyes trained directly on you.
God damn it.
As this
I'll
is
like
happening,
look like I'm like
yeah, like you're also curious.
yeah.
As this is happening,
Yeah.
You know it's me.
the man on the Dark Knight, the Dark Knight comes through. The Dark Knight, Batman.
The man on the Dark Knight, Heath Ledger.
He
Batman
comes through,
cannon.
and you hear him muffled through his helmet, say, 5 others, camped not too far from here. Some of them are on the way. And you hear her say, "Well, I think they've already joined us. Hello? Would you like to join us, please?
I'm gonna walk forward and say, "Oh, Emory, there you are. Where'd you wander off to? I'm so sorry. We were just looking for my brother."
Oh, your brother. She looks at Emory, like knowing smile that you've been caught in a lie.
Yeah. I look at her as if I wasn't lying, and like with the look of like, you do the same.
And she go ahead and roll a persuasion check in that one.
Nice.
These are my people. A persuasion.
Yeah.
At advantage because of the help of my
but it's a low DC.
It's a 12.
Okay, yeah, it was a DC 10. She looks at you and she's like, she kind of cracks a smirk. And she says, I was just offering your brother some libations. Would you like to join us with some stew?
Oh, how kind. I am all right. I just wanted to know where my brother was. Emory, are you staying? I'm gonna go.
Does it appear like, would I get the sense that like they would let me leave? Like no one's tried to hurt me. They fed me. Like. It just seems like we're two groups being cautious of each other.
Yeah. I mean, they don't like stand up to get in your way or anything. But she does say, please, I see no reason why we can't join. I mean, obviously this stew is not poisoned in any way. I've eaten it. Your brother's eaten it. I understand the precautions, but please come join us. Oliver, what do you do?
I'm just trying to be quiet.
Xander's gonna
I know I've been loud.
Xander's gonna make a perception check at advantage because of his keen sense of smell.
No.
I'm gonna message you on Discord, Eric.
Got it.
Oh boy.
Oliver or Xander fucking slits my throat.
Oh no.
What's your AC?
Secretly.
It was a long ploy.
Does a 25 hit?
I would say, I do truly appreciate the offer. I just, I want to go back and, check on the camp. I just wanted to know where my brother was, but thank you very much. That's very, very kind of you. Where are you all headed?
Oh, well,
if you don't mind sharing.
We're headed to Pakra.
Need to.
Oh boy.
Oh, what's in Pakra?
Oh, well, we're here to spread the good word.
Oh no.
Of?
Well, of Moldrak, of course. As she says that,
casual.
You
That's
feel
a surprise attack.
You feel her vision switch. Two large horns appear on her head, and two leathery wings.
What the hell?
Spout from her back as she screams at you. The orc that is next to you, his vision shifts.
Oh, we're fucked.
Visage, I should say. And he turns into this like giant ape, red and blue.
Whoa! Holy shit!
What?
And then you look over at who was the Black Knight, and you see a fully armored skeleton on top of a skeletal warhorse. And then Emory, as this vision kind of shifts, the blanket on top of the man gets thrown off of him, and you see where his limbs have been cut off, and you realize the type of stew that you just ate. And that is where we are going to take a bio break. That's where we're going to take a little bio break. We will come back after that. So stand up, stretch, get some water, but don't go anywhere because we'll be right back.
Cannibalism.
All right. Emery's a cannibal.
Woo! It's not my worst day.
Accidentally.
All right. We are starting at the top of the turn order. Just kidding. Sorry, that's not true. We're starting on our surprise round. So all of these enemies are going to get a surprise round because y'all were surprised. Starting with the Bone Knight. Xavier. Fuck!
Leander.
Well, I'm not even talking about him, Oliver.
Xavier is tomorrow, Zach.
Yes, thank you.
But I'm so well hidden.
Oliver, you know you're not. Oliver, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
The fuck?
Oh no. I think it's a 13.
Oh god.
Yeah, 13.
Fail. You are now under the effect
Oh, is it charmed?
of.
I have advantage. If it's being charmed.
Mhm.
No, it is, but it is an enchantment spell, but it doesn't say charmed. It's compelled duel, is what's happening here.
Oh,
Which I don't. It doesn't say anything about charm.
I don't think that's.
I
So
think
I don't
charmed
think
is
it's
a
charmed.
more
Yeah.
specific.
Yeah.
It usually
thing.
says in the spells like creatures with saving throws
Right.
like advantage. So
Charmed is a more like friendly.
So you are drawn to this creature. You feel him. You feel like your vision focus on him, and for the duration, you have disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than him, and you must make a wisdom saving throw each time you attempt to move in a space that is more than 30 feet away from him. So he looks at you and points his sword. And he says, "You're mine." And
I'm
he
fucked if he's a paladin.
and he rides towards you. First off, his horse is gonna rear up and try to hit you with his hooves. Let's see what happens here.
And this is way far away from us, right?
Not from you guys, no.
Aeliana just sees a little tiny Oliver get fucking destroyed.
That is a 21 to hit, which is gonna
Which
miss.
is a miss.
And then he is going to swing his great sword down at you twice. That is a dirty 20, which will miss. And that is a 25. He deals 14 points of slashing damage to you. And he is now standing over you. That is the end of his turn surprise round. The woman who you've been talking to, Emory, looks at you and she says, "I respect a good liar." And then she looks over at Rowina and she says, "But I despise bad ones." And she is going to fly at Rowina. Emory, you do not get an attack of opportunity on her because of an ability that she has.
Okay.
And Rowina, she's going to attack you twice.
Great, love it.
We're having a great time. I genuinely was like, we're not fighting in this session.
Battle of the Spooky Ladies.
Yeah.
That
Horn
is
battle.
a
Just be like Rams and lock
17
horns.
to hit.
What does shield do?
Yeah,
Shield
the
does
goats that
16.
lock horns and just like.
Do you have shield prepared?
I do have shield prepared. I'm going to cast shield. It's the first time I've ever used shield. I've had it prepared for
Yay.
so long.
Amazing.
I've never used it.
So she comes at you with this long sword, and you feel completely surprised by this attack. This attack is going to hit you. But then at the last second, you throw up your arm, and like the shadow of a shield appears as you throw up your arm, and then she connects with that shield. And then she like looks at you angrily and is going to swing again. That is a dirty 20. Does that hit you with shield? Or no?
Yeah, my AC with shield is a 19.
Okay. So she deals
With shield and mage armor, by the way.
12 points of slashing damage.
Oh my god.
Then um 22 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, buddy.
He has the audacity to say we'll be fine.
As she slices at you. That is going to be the end of her turn. And it is now the Barlgar's turn, who is going to jump over the fire and land next to you, Emory. And he's going to attack you 3 times.
Oh boy.
A natural 1, but then a 24 and a 22 to hit.
Okay. Can one of those
Be uncanny dodged?
be uncanny dodge, please?
Of course. So the one that is uncanny dodged, he does 12 half to 6 points of piercing damage to you.
Ow.
And then the other one that hits, he slams his fist down for 6 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Not bad. I'll take it.
That is the end of the surprise round. At the end of the surprise round, it is Xander's turn. Xander uses his bonus action to turn into his werewolf form. He howls in a rage. Danny and Aeliana, you both hear this, and you both know that shit's going down. Immediately with this howl.
Good thing I'm right there.
So
Good thing I'm right there.
What I will give you is that Aeliana, I will allow you to be basically right next to a horse so that your next turn can just be whatever the horse can do. That is what I will give you. And then Danny, obviously you have your own abilities. All right. So, at that is Xander's bonus action. He is then going to... Sorry, Oliver, he's going to leave you behind.
No, I was gonna tell him to go help them if he.
He's going to use his action to dash up to Blazel. The Bone Knight is going to get an opportunity attack on him, but miss. And that's his action. That's all he can do, but he does get there. At the end of his turn, it is now the Bone Knight's turn again. The horse is going to try to trample you again. That is a 12. That misses. And the Bone Knight is going to slash down at you. He's going to use his bonus action to cast
Bring it up.
Branding Smite.
Ooh.
Ooh, boy.
I'm already branded, buddy.
And then he is going to attack you. Big whammies, big whammies, big whammies. 14 plus 7 is 21. This is not going to hit.
Ha.
I'm already branded.
16 plus 7 is 23.
23?
23.
Knowing that he has that branding smite coming, I will use my shield.
Okay.
My roach shield.
Yeah. So you do so. Again, I kind of imagine it happens magically, but it looks as if the brooch like mechanically like expands into the shield, but it's like more of an ethereal version of it. And you cast that shield off his attack. He growls in anger at how hard you are to hit.
And then I'll just look back at him and say, I think you're mistaken. You're mine.
Nice. That's the end of his turn. Emory, you are now up. Rowina, you're on deck.
The guy that's attacking me, I say, "Don't hit me, I just ate!"
Oh no!
And I will pull out my rapier and slash at advantage because of my pin.
Yes, that's correct.
So that is a
I had to give away for my rogue to have at least
23.
23 definitely hits this guy.
So that is not my best. 19 points of damage.
Okay.
And then
you stab into him, and you stab into the thick hide of this creature. He's now like huge, and he roars in pain, kind of rips your rapier out. Good chunk of damage to him, but he's a healthy guy.
And then bonus action, 2-weapon fighting with my.
Yes.
I'll pull out the silvered dagger that Oliver made me.
Okay.
And since that's part of my first turn, is that still at advantage?
No, it's your first attack on your first.
First attack, okay. Cool. Then I won't even.
Ooh. That is a 26.
Yeah, definitely hits.
And that's not at advantage, so that does not get sneak attack, but it does get. So that's an additional 7 points of damage. Silvered. I don't know if that'll do anything, but
you don't see that does anything. But you do full amount of damage to him. You said 7, right?
7, yeah.
Ooh, golly. Yeah. I mean, he's looking hurt from where he started, but he is still standing, and he's like just growling at you as the blood starts to pour down. What do you do with the rest of your turn? That was your action, bonus action. Any movement?
No, because I see Xander is helping Rowina out, so I'm just gonna stay engaged with this guy.
It is now the woman's turn, who is going to attack you twice, Rowina. Oof, that is a natural 20.
Oh.
That is a
I
natural
can't help. I can't
You're
help.
welcome.
It's automatically. What is your hit points at right now?
17.
17?
Yeah.
And what is your max?
51.
Okay.
I'm gonna barf. Is she about to kill me?
Hold on.
Guys, I understand Danny is so cool. Stop following in his footsteps and dying.
It is automatically 45 points of damage.
Oh! You're not gonna die outright, though.
Okay. But Strength of the Grave, I do come back up.
Oh,
True.
thank God.
Well, then I'm not even gonna give. So it would have done even more damage.
Shit,
It would have done
You're
a
still
lot
up?
of damage. And I'm gonna say this is what happens.
Whoa.
She takes her sword, and she stabs it through your abdomen, and you feel yourself gasp as she's like looking at you. But then as you your vision starts to fade, you look back up at her, and your eyes are black, and everything is pulling in around you, and she, her eyes go wide, and she's going to rip out the sword and go to do her second attack on you, because that was the first attack. That
Miss.
is a 5 + 7, which is 12.
Yeah.
So
Which
she
is
goes
my
to
actual AC, but...
she goes to swing at you, and you. Oh yeah, you still haven't had your turn, so your shield is still up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she goes to swing at you, and in this Strength of the Grave version of yourself, your back just bends, and the sword goes over you, and you pop back up. And you see that she is that kind of intimidates her, and she was already going to do this anyway, but now narratively it makes even more sense. She is then going to just fly 30 feet up, not getting an attack of opportunity from either Xander or you. But that is her turn. It's an ability she has called Flyby. If she's flying, she doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. That's the end of her turn. Rowina. After all of that, even though you should be unconscious, maybe even dead, you are alive and well. What do you do in this moment? Oliver, you're on deck.
Let me do some measuring here.
So she is where she is, but she's 30 feet up, so I'm just going to put her right here. But she's 30 feet up.
Well, if she is where she is, but she's 30 feet up, I am going to cast a 3rd level chromatic orb.
Okay.
Lightning. Black lightning. So I feel like it's all sort of in one, fluid motion almost, that, Rowina, takes her first breath to, come back to life, and then dodges her attack, and then, as she's flying up, kind of starts to collect all the shadows into that crackling lightning and throws a chromatic orb up at her.
Amazing.
With a, oh, come on. 18 to hit.
18 just hits.
Oh, God. Okay. I'm going to roll digital dice because it's a lot of dice. That is going to be, God, that was not great. 15 points of lightning damage.
Oh, for a 3rd level?
Dude, those digital dice, don't do it.
I rolled a 2 and 2 ones.
Roll some different digital dice.
Oh,
Prayers
man.
up. Prayers up
15,
for
you
that.
said?
15, yeah.
Yeah, you see that it definitely hits her, does full damage. She kind of screeches in pain, but, you know, she's still
Okay,
fine.
and then I'm going to quicken spell, because fuck this bitch.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I'm going to also throw a firebolt at her.
Okay.
And get, a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
And that is going to do, not rolling digital dice. Dice, not great still, 9 points of fire damage.
You see that it is less effective than you expect it to be. Looks like she's resistant to fire damage. But it does hurt her a little bit, and she looks down at you in anger. But would you like to use your movement at all?
Well, I guess, yeah, because she wouldn't get an opportunity attack
she's
at this
not
point.
next to you, yeah.
So, yeah, I kind of want to move. I mean, it's stupid. I only have 1 hit point. I can't be stupid. I'm gonna just stop. Like,
She already used her bonus
yeah.
action.
Oh, yeah, you already used my bonus action. I'm gonna bop just like into the trees, kind of this line of trees right here, and then like pull the shadows around me.
You can put your tokens on these trees, and it would basically just be like you're under the trees. It's just so you know.
Okay.
And
I'll just like pull the shadows around me, like, or like, you know, find a place. I know I can't actually do that, so I would find a place kind of shadowed, knowing that I can, you know, put my hood up and try to sort of hide. I know that I ran and they saw me run, but
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Totally. That's the end of Rowina's turn. Oliver, you are up. Danny, you're on deck, sort of.
I will just swing around. I saw Rowina go over there. I was gonna cast it on myself, but seeing Rowina get rocked, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Rowina.
Okay.
As a bonus action. And then
Rowina,
I
you
will
hear the anvil spark. You feel the warmth of Oliver's spell wrap over you.
And
what
I
does
will.
that do again?
You can't be. They have to make a wisdom save to target you with an attack, basically.
Okay,
But
cool.
you can still get hit with attack area effects, though.
Yeah.
I will use the cantrip as my action, Booming Blade, except it's a hammer, and I will try to decide if I want to try to do my Red Dead style and hobble this horse or the Bone Knight.
That's not a bad idea.
I
Make
think
him
I'm gonna go
fall.
Yeah. Is the horse also, is it just a normal horse or is it like a skeletal
It's a skeletal horse, yeah.
It's not alive.
Yeah.
It doesn't have pain receptors.
Yeah,
Right.
fair enough.
I will, just because it's cool, I'm gonna try to break this horse's leg.
Okay, yeah.
Swing my hammer.
Roll for attack.
Maybe
on the
he'll
horse.
fall and take some falling damage.
Make some glue.
Be a 19 to hit.
Yeah,
Make
that'll
some
hit.
glue.
Some gelatin.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be 2d8. 1d8 is. Oh wait, what level are we? Yeah, just 1d8.
Why, we're level 15, of course.
Other one levels up now. So it'll be 2d8. One of them's thunder damage. So it'll be 11 points of bludgeoning and 4 points of thunder.
He is vulnerable to bludgeoning damage. So you swing at this warhorse skeleton, and it explodes in a shattering cloud of bone.
Yes!
And the
No more high ground.
Bone Knight falls directly on his ass and takes 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Sorry about your horse.
You do see him like look up at you like fully surprised. And I'll give him. I'll say that he's prone right now in this moment.
Hell yeah!
I can't do anything
Advantage.
else, but
Someone else could.
Amazing. His skeleton cannot attack you on his next turn. All right, it is now the Burroughs' turn. And he is going to just attack you, Emory. However, he is going to do so recklessly. This does mean that you will have advantage on attacks against him in his next turn if you survive the onslaught. Okay. So first he's going to try to bite you.
He'll be fine.
That is a 26 to hit.
That just misses.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Dealing...
One of these is gonna be uncanny dodge.
Yeah, I would wait to hear all of them first.
Yeah.
So
Can you just do all 3 of them?
This was 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
He's then going to try to slam you with his fist, getting a 22 to hit. And rolling 13 points of damage.
Okay.
And then another one that's going to hit, but it's not a crit. Dealing 12 points of bludgeoning damage. So 12, 13, and 12.
So can I half the
13 to,
obviously?
yeah, it would be to 6. So
it's like he hits me, and then I
plus-
dodge this one, and then it hits me again.
Yeah, so he's pummeling you, but you're able to, you're using your form,
Yeah.
you're able to get out of it. But you are seeing that, you're studying him. You're, using your skills as a combat fighter to study him, and you can see the places where he's overextending himself to attack you recklessly, and you kind of analyze that, and your attacks against him next turn will have advantage.
So you took, what? Was it 12?
12
12
plus 6
and
is 18, plus 12 is 30.
30.
30 total points. That is the end of the Barlgras turn. Danny, it is your turn.
Hey! Realizing what's going on, still get out of my sleeping bag, shrug on a oversized SEMA university sweater.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, my gym shorts, fantasy
Oh
gym
my
shorts,
God,
and I'll just
incredible.
start with Step of the Wind, cover 150 feet per round. So
Okay.
that's what I'll start.
Damn.
Start running.
Yeah, so 150 out of 600. Done. That is the end of Danny's
Be
turn.
there soon.
That's the end of Danny's turn. Aeliana.
I like this idea that Anvil is the closest horse, so she's gonna
okay, cool.
jump up on Anvil and be like, please go fast, please go.
Okay, yeah.
Who's
You know what?
120
Fast
feet.
horse?
You know what? Roll a animal handling check.
Oh god,
Right,
it's gonna be
yeah.
like a 1 and it's a nat 20.
It's a nat 20? Okay, I gotta reward this. So with the nat 20, I will say that
Oh, there's
Anvil...
trouble.
I will say that Anvil can use his bonus action to dash because he's so worried about his dad for this
Wait,
moment.
so I can go
He is going
times?
to be exhausted at the end of this.
That's fine.
His stamina
I'll
core
help him
depleted.
get
Yeah.
better.
So what's his
Oh my
speed?
god. 60. So 180?
So Danny, you see this horse. You see this horse come sprinting by you as Aeliana's like, yeah. Aeliana, I'd like to think that Aeliana's barely hanging on. Like you're
Barely
worried about her
hanging on.
safety.
And this whole time I've had this patchwork cloak kind of thing. Like I have this cloak, but it's very patchy.
You know what?
It's, just,
I'll reward it.
flying
I'll
in the
reward a
back.
nat 20 as she's running by. Danny, do you hook a ride? You're pretty light, you know.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess I can
only weigh 82
grab
pounds.
onto the back of the saddle or something, and
Yeah.
using my levitation, it's like
You
I'm
just start
like,
water skiing, like
Yeah, water skiing. That's
You're
what I was
just
looking
like-
for.
yeah, you're
That's
just
exactly
like
what
water
I was like.
skiing.
What's it called? Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. So I really hope they show up to this battle because I want to see all of you see Aeliana and
turns.
water
3
skiing. Danny be
turns.
like, yeah.
3 turns, let's go.
Yeah. Amazing.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
nat 20, you gotta, that's
Yeah.
amazing. All right, it is now
Oh, wow.
Xander's turn. Xander is going to look up at her, and he says, I hate when they can fly. And he is going to,
Bone Boy's prone, right?
Bone Boy is
Bone
prone. Can he
Boy.
reach him? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Bone Boy is
no,
Bone
he
Boy.
can't. But he
Damn.
can
Bone
flank
Boy's
this
Bone
guy with Emory, which he is going to do. He is going to bonus action, scratch himself across the chest, activating his right. This time, knowing when he's up against ice surrounds his claws.
He has advantage too, right?
He has advantage +1 because he has the reckless thing. So Xander's gonna go to town, attacking 2 times because he used his bonus action to activate a right. That is a dirty 20, which will hit, and a 19 on the die. So close. So he deals 18 points of slashing damage, and then 10 points of cold damage, half to 5. The Balgura does have resistance to both cold and fire damage, but he wouldn't have known that. So that's 23 total points of damage to the Balgura. You see that this guy's looking rough after that. He's looking hurt, and is starting to kind of panic a little bit, and is like maybe looking for an escape. That is the end of Xander's turn. It is now the Bone Knight's turn, who is going to rise from the ground and is going to attack you, Oliver.
His branding smite is still up.
It is, yes.
But he would have to make a concentration check after taking that 1 damage.
You're right, he would. He succeeded.
All right.
He is going to attack you twice.
Yep.
Miss. God damn your AC. There we go. That is a 25 to hit.
Yep.
Fucking finally. Gosh, that's honestly not that great. Yeah. So you take a grand total of 16 points of damage. As he slams his long sword into you, you feel necrotic damage kind of branch out from the hit, but you're heavily armored, and he's like really having to like, you see like, you know if this was a human, he'd be like sweating as he's like really trying to like crack the eggshell that is your armor. That is the end of his turn. Emory, you are up. Rowina, you're on deck after Blazer.
I will focus in, having been studying this guy's like boom, boom, boom slings, and I'll attack at advantage +1.
At advantage +1.
That is not as great as I thought it would be. That will be a 21.
That'll hit.
Okay. And then 8, and this is with my rapier.
Yeah.
Oh no. Lost a dice. Okay. 8. Ooh. 26 points.
Ooh. Emory, how do you want to kill this Balgura?
Okay.
Nice.
I think I will see Xander from the other side. And I'll like oh, this is so gross. I am gonna no, I don't want to do that. Never mind. My sick brain is fucking me up today. I will stab in and like twist and then pull out the rapier. And then I know like logistically I didn't make the kill with the weapon, but I would have somehow in the like fancifulness got the hook dagger out and just like a quick slice across the throat for like maybe the final hit point.
Yeah, I think you stab it in, twist it, and in one swift motion you pull out the rapier and slice across the throat, and you see the ball girl like it lands on its knees, and you see that the form of the ball girl gets covered in ice and freezes. before shattering and falling to the ground in pieces. Go ahead.
Is the lady still
Flying?
flying?
Sure is.
Can I chuck a dagger at her?
Yeah, you
as
can.
my 2-weapon bonus?
Uh-huh.
So it would be like tung tung sleep and then
Yeah.
like, throw the that'll be, and I'll say it's my hooked dagger because it's out already.
Of course.
And I don't want to go too crazy. Oh, nice. That will be 25.
25 hits.
And then that's just a whittle d4.
Plus your modifier.
Plus, well, yeah, you're right. So 6 points of damage.
All right. You see that she watches you kill this Balgra, and she screams at you, "No!" And she flies down towards you, and as she does, you throw this dagger, and you see her like try to like barrel roll out of the way, but it still like slices past her, and she continues her flight towards you, and is going to attack you.
Boy.
As it is now her turn. That is a 14, which is going to miss.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a 23.
That hits.
She does 4 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, no, 5.
Okay.
And then...
You guys are gonna be fine.
19 points of necrotic damage.
19 divided by 2 is...
Can
I evade necrotic?
Can you evade that?
I don't think I can evade necrotic.
I don't think you can
damage.
evade necrotic.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
It would be 10. Or sorry.
You can have the slashing damage.
Which was how much?
4.
5.
Oh, 5, yeah.
Or
So
2.
it would go down to 2. So you can only take 2 of that, but then 19 of the others.
I mean, either way, y'all see Emory go down.
Oh no!
Okay.
She is,
But I'm laughing as I do it.
she is going to,
It just faints.
she used 30, 40-ish feet of movement to get to you. She is going to catch you as you fall.
No.
She's going to rise up about 10 feet in the air.
No! Wait a
Sorry.
minute.
And
Hang
she's
on.
going to say, I remember all of you. You're the ones that put Cinder to shame.
Oh.
I will not fail where my brother did. And she flies 40, 50. She flies 40 more feet straight up in the air. She's now 50 feet in the air.
She's saying that her brother is Cinder?
Yeah. I thought that actually because they look kind
Cinder
of similar.
sister.
There goes my plan.
Emery, I need you to roll.
Can't healing word from 40.
Oh no, sorry, it's not Emery's turn. Rowina.
Yeah.
Healing word's 60 feet, right?
Yep.
30.
60. 60.
60?
Well, yeah, because I was just looking
but
at
she's
it.
50 feet in the air from where she is.
Right.
And then
I would have to move. Yeah.
You would have to move, but you could probably do it. Yeah.
Healing word is 60.
Rowina.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to... I'm gonna get to like here. I'm gonna get there.
Okay.
Just right there. And then cast another 3rd level chromatic orb of lightning at her.
Okay.
Oh.
And I'm there to
She's
catch
gonna-
Emory if I can catch her.
Okay, I was like, she's gonna drop
Okay.
Emory.
Right into the fire.
Roll for attack.
This might be dumb, but I don't think she's really like thinking straight.
I get it. You're at 1 hit point.
Dude, you're hard.
24 to hit.
Hits. Roll for damage.
Okay, this is gonna take me a second.
Well, and technically Emory would fall on their turn, so
True.
right. So Oliver can heal them in the sky.
me in the sky.
They will start falling.
Yeah, but they won't hit the ground.
24 points of lightning damage.
Hell yeah.
24 points of lightning damage. Yeah, you see her take the majority of that damage. She seizes up. She drops Emory.
Uh-oh.
Can I, I'm in a bonus action. I can't hold a bonus, fuck. What I want to try to do is like bonus action Misty Step to like grab Emory and like try to take the brunt of the fall.
Well, you
for him.
already used a spell slot, so you wouldn't be able to.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, I can quicken spell to do it, but.
Well, no, because that would be 2 spell slots in
you're
one
right,
round.
They're not cantrips. Okay,
That'll
then
be
I'm
fine.
gonna.
Oliver's
Spell
next.
cantrip.
Oliver's next.
Emory will be fine. Don't worry about it.
I'll be fine.
Oliver's
Guys,
next.
I can't die.
I can't die.
You haven't hit the ground yet.
You could hit her again.
That's-
I guess the firebolt was not helpful though.
Yeah, I don't really have any other ranged cantrips.
How many sorcery points do you have left?
Enough,
Okay.
What are you doing?
but
You spent your action.
yeah, I think honestly, I think that Rowina would just stay there to try and catch Emory.
Okay, Oliver, you're up.
I will booming blade this dude,
Okay.
if I can.
Okay, yeah.
You could push him.
17.
17 misses.
Okay. I will still move. Yeah, he's gonna get attack of opportunity.
Yeah. Fails.
Miss. Yes.
Sick. And then I will bonus action healing word. Trying to decide if I want to do max first level with Danes or use the second level spell. I'll do max first level with Danes little orb.
Okay.
Yep.
So it'll be 4, whatever it is. But
4 plus 5, 9.
Yeah.
All right.
Emory comes back to
Emory,
life.
you are falling midair as you kind of gasp open. It's like literally every nightmare that everybody ever has. You're like
Yeah.
falling.
Ooh, yeah.
You wake up mid-fall, and you're at 9 HP.
8.
Nice.
Sorry, I have 4.
Oh, you're at
so
8.
Yeah.
8 HP.
That's something.
That's before you've hit the ground?
That's before Emory's hit the ground. Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right. That is the end of Oliver's turn.
Yeah, is that? I would have wanted to move like the minimum I would have had to move.
You did. You did not have to make a wisdom saving throw to get that far
15,
away. Yeah.
25. Well, if you cast Branding Smite, Compelled Duel is gone.
Oh, you're right.
That's
you're right.
true.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll just move back 30. So try to.
Okay, cool.
Hopefully he attacks me. Just keep him further away.
All right, Danny and Aeliana, you get 180 feet closer.
We are at 240 feet away.
Almost there, guys.
No, you'd be at 340. No, 320.
320.
180 plus 180?
That's
320.
360.
Oh, I'm just
360.
sorry. I'm subtracting away from 600.
Oh, okay, my bad.
600 minus 180 minus 180. 240
It
feet
is
away.
now Xander's turn. Xander's going to 5, 10, 15, 20,
I can use it.
25, 30. He's going to get there. And is going to attack this guy 3 times.
One second.
Natural 20 on one.
Yes.
A
Fuck
hit
him up.
on the other, and a miss on one. So he's going to do. So that's.
Pause for math.
30 total points of damage to the 35 total points of damage to the Bone Knight. Bone Knight is still standing strong, but has taken the first amount of big damage from Xander here. It is now going to be the Bone Knight's turn, who is going to turn to the only person who's done him damage. He can't hit. Actually, he's going to... Emory, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. And you have advantage on this.
Oh, thank God.
Still in the air.
Oh, wait, no, yeah, you're in the air.
Oh, yeah, if you're far away.
Oliver, you need to make a wisdom saving throw at advantage.
Advantage?
You're good at
Probably
this.
better. Yeah,
25.
10.
Okay, so nothing happens. And then he's going to attack Xander. Twice. That's a miss and a hit. Dealing 8 half to 4 points of damage to Xander. Alright, that is the end of the Bone Knight's turn. Emory,
Yes,
you fall 50
Okay.
feet.
that's fun.
Rowina, do you try to catch Emory?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
Emory.
one's down?
Oh, she's 1 HP left.
Yep.
Is that a good decision? No. Do I do it? Yeah.
No, it makes sense.
I know I'm falling, so can I try for an acrobatics
To do what?
to land in a way that would do me the least damage? Do me the least damage?
I mean,
I've leapt through things and on things and off things.
for sure, but falling 50 feet is, I mean,
Okay. Yeah,
I
that's
mean, you're
pretty
falling. Especially if Rowena is actively trying to catch you, she would cancel out any, like, attempt of yours to try to, like, so that is, I rolled 5d6. That is 21 total points of bludgeoning damage. You each take half of that, which means you each
I'm
fall
down.
unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
So Emory lands on Rowena, and you both fall
Twins
unconscious.
God damn it.
But we're holding hands, and it's really cute.
But I did catch Emory for the record.
I don't know if that's
Okay, I
counted
can
as a
cast
catch.
spells for me. Next turn.
I don't know if that's counted as a catch.
Is it worse
I'm
that
down,
I
I'm
would
down.
have taken?
It is now the woman's turn.
Oh, I don't get a turn.
You're unconscious.
You're unconscious.
You're unconscious.
You fell and went unconscious.
Well, would your turn
Oh,
be
and
the
that-
death saving
If
throw?
you want, yeah, if you want, I'll make you roll a death saving throw already.
16.
Okay, so you have a success.
Yes! Woohoo!
The woman is then going to.
Try to lift me up.
No! Don't give him ideas.
She is looking hurt and is going to fly 90 feet away.
Oh, just
Just
like
like your brother!
I was gonna yell. Yeah, you're a coward like your brother.
You coward!
Rowena, I need you to roll a death saving throw for me.
It's gonna be fine.
Yep.
11.
Oh yeah! Let's go.
Oliver, it is now your turn.
How far away is she?
180 feet.
Hey, if you were closer, you could say something, Aeliana, but you're not even here. I will, seeing both of them on the ground.
Aeliana and I are
roll
venturing
my-
into extreme sport.
Do I want to do? What do I want to
We're gonna be here this turn.
do?
60 feet away.
Ish.
It's an action to administer a healing potion to somebody, right? Is that how? Is that
You're
how?
muted.
Yes,
Zach.
yes, sorry. I also said you're going to be there at the end of your turn.
And yeah,
But it's end of the horse's turn. The horse is running.
Oh, no,
We're
you're
just
right.
on it.
You're right, yeah, you're right.
I will use a bonus action to heal Rowena with Healing Word, and I'll use my action to give a healing potion to Emory.
Nice.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll for those.
So for the Healing Word, through that to Timbuktu. I don't know where that dice went. 7 points for the Healing Word. Potion is what, 2d4?
Mm-hmm. 2d4 plus 4.
Another 8 for the potion.
Thanks, Dad.
So you both wake up to Oliver just like kneeling over you, and you're both like in a dog pile, crumpled on the ground.
I'm like pouring it down her mouth, like still looking at the bone knight.
All right, that is the end of Oliver's
let
turn,
me just
right?
make sure I can't move. If I can, I was right there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No, that was my whole movement. So yeah, that's my turn.
All right, the horse arrives at the edge of the battlefield. Danny, you're gonna be down here basically, down here at the south, and it's your turn. You guys see and hear a loud crash as Anvil charges through the trees. Aeliana barely holding on. Danny's kind of like gliding behind. And Danny, as you kind of like slide into this clearing, what do you do?
Yeah.
I guess so. How far away is, I guess, the Bone Knight from me?
However he is on the map. I think you could get there to him. You can flake him if you even with Zach.
Oh, really? I could actually like.
You didn't use your movement.
You didn't use your movement at all.
I didn't. That's true.
Yeah, the horse.
Okay, so then I will, as the horse kind of gallops in, I will use the momentum and kind of like propel myself off.
Like ice skate, like.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, all you
5,
see is
10,
this big skeleton
15, 20.
armored skeleton fighting Xander.
Sure, why not? And I'll make my first couple attacks add advantage.
Yes, you will.
Bad. Also not great. 17 on the first.
Misses.
Yeah. Yeah. 27 on the second.
Hits.
So that's going to be. I'm just going to digidice. 6 points of force damage.
Okay.
Hand of harm.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm a mess.
Oh my god, I'm a mess.
You're a little disoriented from
That's how I feel right now.
It's like when you
sliding.
get off of when you're
Yeah.
like walking on the thing at the airport and then you get off of it and you're like,
Yeah, you're like, whoa.
Every time I walk on one of those now, I'm like, I am Danny. That's going to be 13 points of necrotic if he takes it.
Halved to 6. You notice it not
Cool.
as much.
But then he is going to be poisoned.
Yes. He does. He actually. He is immune to being poisoned.
Well,
No, he's not. He's not.
Okay.
He just has resistance to the poison damage.
Nice.
He does like turn to you, and as he does, kind of like Ghost Rider, his head becomes like wreathed in flame, and he screams at you as he uses his reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke. And you do take 14 points of fire damage.
Okay.
But that is still. I think you have a bonus.
Yeah, I still have. Yeah. Fuck it. Flurry of blows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flurry blows.
That's a 21 on the first hit.
Hits.
25 on the second.
Yep, both hit.
So total, it's going to be nice. 13. Really good. 13. Sorry, I'm panicking. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 points of force damage.
All right, Danny, how do you wrap this battle up as you come sliding in here?
I think I propel myself off of the back of the horse. First attack misses. Second attack, I managed to like elbow him in the back of the neck. He uses the Hellish Rebuke against me, and still using the momentum, I like wheel myself around and just kick the skull off of the head, and it goes flying off.
You kick the skull, and as soon as the head disconnects with the body, the entire body just like crumbles into like a old ancient skeleton. And
Great. That's my turn.
Can I yell at that whatever her name is running away and just be like, tell Moldrak he's failed again?
Of course, yeah.
Who's hurt? Who's hurt? Jumps off.
I was
Okay.
Oh, and hug Emory, and then look at Oliver and say, "Did I catch him?"
No.
Oh, are you okay?
What happened?
They were working for Moldrak. That's Cinder's brother.
Who was the we?
I'm so sorry.
For context, we just saw. I'm assuming this bone person kind of do a drive by, and then came
Black
back.
armor, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
that was him.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Point to the guy with no arms.
Yeah.
I just rolled for him. You look over and he is dead.
Yeah, that's what actually happened.
Does he look familiar at all?
No.
Cool.
Dead?
Rowina,
you
he
roll
looks
on death
familiar
saves?
to you.
Oh fuck!
What?
No, who is he?
Rowina, you for the first time see a slightly older version of one of the boys that you attacked.
Oh.
I think Rowena would like look for a second, like you could like see her processing, and then would run toward the edge of the trees and throw up.
Oh my god. Emory would like get up and
I'll
like
go-
go over and help.
Healing.
Yeah,
I'm helping.
Did you know him? Do you want him brought back?
Maybe she doesn't know him. Maybe it's just, I mean, he's missing all of his limbs. That's a pretty intense sight.
We need to help them feel better first here before we start questioning.
No, I don't want you to bring him back.
Rubbing your back.
12 HP to Rowena.
Thank you.
I know we're going to sleep, but still.
Yeah, no, you never know.
Yeah, I'll do a...
11 to Emory.
Thank you.
That's fine for now, then.
Xander releases his wolf form.
I'm sorry, guys.
What do you apologize
Please
for?
tell me that you didn't eat any of that.
I did.
6 to Oliver.
You ate some of his stew?
And then Rowena processes
Yeah, and it was fucking
that part
good,
of this,
okay?
and then throws up again.
It wasn't the worst stew I've ever had.
What's wrong with the stew?
What's happening?
Xander just points to the man.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Can I kick the bowl if it's not
Of
tipped
course,
over? Like
yeah,
just
yeah.
like soccer kick it.
Yeah, you break your toe.
Perfectly good bolt.
Nice.
Oh, Lord of the Rings reference.
You didn't know.
At least it was cooked.
Can I prestidigitate this somehow away? I don't think I can.
You're just gonna gurgle in your tummy.
You do sense Aeliana considering something and then nothing happens.
We could make you something to throw up. Some tea. If you want to purge your system.
Me?
You ate human. You ate a person. If you want...
and I will process that.
Right.
I'm not gonna eat any more.
No.
Physically
I mean,
process.
like, you want to throw up what you ate.
You want to, yeah.
No, but not because I don't not because I want.
Who would want to throw up? I understand it.
Okay,
Yeah, thank you.
It's fine.
I get it.
I don't need to. It's fine.
It's not going to reverse it.
It's not cursing me.
Got it.
Well, I'm a little confused as to how she seemed to know all of you.
We
I don't know who she was.
fucked up her brother.
Yeah.
And he ran away like a
Cinder's
pussy bitch.
sister.
Oh.
Sure.
So they were going to do to Pacra what you saw them do to Pineville.
Maybe.
But they failed because we stopped them.
Well,
I'm so sorry we weren't.
Concerning. I know I'm trying to think it's like a rally cry, but not.
Concerning.
Oh, okay. I thought you saw something that
We're
was...
concerned.
No, I was trying to be like, yeah, we did it. But I don't know how to be like a succinct.
What about citizens? That's.
Oh, that was that's.
We'll workshop it.
Yeah.
I think Aeliana's gonna go check on the horse.
The horse is like, you do see that Anvil is like panting.
Yeah, is there water around?
I mean,
like a canteen.
It's
yeah,
blood.
like a canteen.
It's human blood.
Yeah, you
Okay,
get one of
is
their.
it
You
human
get like a
blood?
canteen, and you just like.
Yeah, you just like get like good
Yeah.
boy.
Give him some
good
extra
boy,
treats.
Good boy, good pets, some kisses on the snout, some apple.
I don't know if you've ever seen a horse sweat, but he's sweating, and so
Yeah.
that looks like
So
what that looks like. It's a nasty. It's a nasty.
I don't like picturing that.
It's like a white
did so
foam
good.
that appears on their coat.
Are you serious?
Oh,
Yeah. Because it's salty.
Yeah.
Damn, learn something new every day, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. She's like kind of a
But
little
he like
weepy,
comes
like,
over
I'm
to
sorry.
Oliver and he like does the classic horse thing of like
Good boy.
pushing his head into your chest. And, like...
You're the fastest horse. You're the fastest
That's what my
of the
cat does to
group,
me.
not of all time.
Dog does that too.
Clarifying question. Would I then assume that somehow the people I attacked in Packer were like brought back to life in some way?
You didn't kill those guys, did you? I thought
Yeah.
No, I thought you just harmed them. Are you sure?
I
mean,
they
in the
died.
backstory that I have typed at
But
the
she
beginning of my
killed them.
notes, I killed them.
Okay, well then in that case, it was just a bully that you. do
Someone
recognize.
Someone else.
But it
a
was someone
friend
from
of-
Pakra. Yeah.
Oh, thank
Fair.
God. I was like,
Same-
oh, no, not
same
more
here.
zombies.
Yeah.
They
No,
also
not a
were
zombie.
brothers. It could be like another
Yeah,
brother.
not a
like
zombie
brother, other-
situation, but you do recognize like a boy who bullied you. Like,
The
Oh,
brother of
okay.
one of the guys you killed.
yeah,
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's good.
let's say that.
Nice.
Should
So,
probably get back
finish
to-
that. Probably should finish that first watch.
Oh, yeah.
Oliver kind of says a prayer over the dead body and lays it down into the fire of the one that they were eating.
Not you too, Oliver.
Oh my God.
Too
What?
soon. Too soon. Sorry.
Good.
That was really funny.
God. Damn that.
I like high-fiving
Back to
it.
sleep.
Can I check the backpacks? My loot
Oh, yeah.
one is kicking in. Can we check these backpacks?
Thank you,
Seriously?
people.
Yes, you find.
The map is gone, but there were backpacks.
You find a in the two that belong to the Bone Knight. The Bone Knight's pack is like empty and ancient and dusty. The one that belonged to the Balgura seemingly disappeared when the vision of his orc self changed. But the one that Blazel had is there. You find a dagger with a ruby on the pommel. You also find 50 platinum pieces.
Ooh.
And you find a medallion that is a silver chain. And on the medallion, it's like a pure silver disc engraved with a very like ornate looking M.
Okay.
M for mole trap.
I think Aeliana's fairly careful around these things now, just to be clear. She doesn't touch anything with her bare hand, especially weapons. So if it's a weapon in a bag, and then she'll do the same for the medallion if the dagger comes out first. She's got some kind of cloth or is using her cloak to touch it, just since the whole sword cursing thing.
Andy Haversack?
Oh, yes. We'll dump it all
Cool.
in.
But no like documents or anything like that.
Okay.
And then like some rations and stuff that you can provide for yourself.
No, I'm staying away from food. for
Yeah,
these
I
people.
get it. I get it.
Yep. Okay. That's all.
All right. Well, for the sake of brevity, we will say that you finish off your long rest. You get the benefits of a long rest. Nothing else happens.
Hey.
You do wake up the next day. Emory, yes.
Just narratively, they go back to the camp. The second watch begins, and Rowina would probably be the only one to hear it, but Emory would grow up in the woods.
Okay. All right.
Away from everybody.
Amazing. I love that. I don't love that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Love that choice for
Love
you.
that choice for you.
Love that choice for you.
You all wake up the next day. You had the benefits of the long rest, and you know that before the day is out, today you will reach the edge of the forest on the cliff.
I have a question.
Rowina wakes up, has that thought, and wants to throw up again.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Does Aeliana say that,
stop
or is
throwing
Kelsey
up.
saying that?
I Kelsey have a question. Hi guys.
Hi,
It's great to be here. Is there any way to send messages from like the middle of the wood? There's not, right? Unless you're sending.
Correct.
I know, but it's regarding a thing that I can't tell you about.
Yes,
So, because
yes.
finding money made me remember that I had paid someone to make something
Sure
using
did.
a lot of money, and
Sure
I have
did.
not
Oh,
thought
right.
to check in about that.
Yep.
So I can't find out.
Okay, so it's a cute secret, not like a dramatic.
But no, it's a cute secret. But also that mobile forge could be really helpful. So I don't know. I just, and that was in Savannah,
Ronhar.
wasn't it?
Ronhar.
Ronhar.
We'll get there
Okay,
eventually.
but we're going there. That's great. Okay.
There is
Maybe
no
we'll
dragon
be there
in
when we
Ronhar.
get there. Maybe when we get there.
There is no.
Yeah.
Ooh. Hold on. Let me.
But if you're going there just to go there, then
Yeah.
I'm
We're
just
going to
thinking- ahead.
your mom's, right?
Yeah, I would ask Oliver. We, depending on how you want to use your spell slots, we can maybe retcon and say you did this like before the watches the night before. But I would just like let Linda know like where we were and when we were going to be there, or ask you to do that.
okay.
I mean, if we could do it the night before, otherwise I'll do it this morning.
Is that okay?
Zach?
Yeah, you can do that before. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would she have, when we let her know that, given any update on whether Aeliana's
I
family
would have
has
asked
made
that.
it to
Yeah, I would
her?
have included that.
Also, LOL, my mom is here and was not with us when we fought. So she stayed at the
Oh
game.
yeah.
To be clear.
Yeah. She was
Oh,
like,
to be
I'll
clear.
stay.
Yeah, we'll like stay with the stuff, mom.
Yeah. Sorry,
Come
sometimes
back,
you forget about the
bloody.
NPCs.
I forget. Yeah. It's okay.
I totally forgot
She
too.
tells you that they have arrived, and that she is taking care of them, and that she says that all 3 of them are there. I think
4.
4.
Yep. Connor's still alive, right? My older brother.
Yes. Yeah.
Older brother, older sister, younger
Yes.
brother, younger sister.
Yep. They're all 4 there.
Yes. When you said 4 in the woods, I was like, oh, thank God, it's my siblings.
Sorry.
It was.
Okay. So you continue to travel throughout the next day. Danny,
Yes.
roll a perception check for me.
Gladly.
Oh, did you ever answer that sentence?
Yeah, he did. The one from
Yeah.
Wyndham. Oh, we never answered it, but he
I never answered it, but I listened to it.
listened to it.
That's an
Conrad.
18.
With an 18, as you approach forest on the cliff, you see a figure standing in the tree line.
To my sister.
Nope.
Gonna be freaking Damien.
You see a cloaked figure.
Get a hobby,
You
dude.
see a cloaked figure
Obsessed with this.
waiting for you.
That's the waiting for us. We're not ready for you yet.
I'm tired of this dude.
I'm tired of this grandpa.
I'm trying to find him.
Dude,
Here he is.
If it is Damien.
You
Yeah, what the
see
fuck, man?
We're not
waiting for you. And he seems to just be standing there at the tree line.
Ugh.
Oliver grabs his hammer, doesn't take it out, but just like grabs the.
Hey.
I'll step to the front of the group.
It's my comfort hammer.
I know.
How far away are we from him?
It's you can get right now. You're like a few hundred yards away.
A ways away.
Because Danny can really see with those goggles.
Yeah.
200 yards to be exact, which will take us 20 turns to arrive. 10 on horseback.
I will just kind of like be in the front of the group and walk right up to it.
Ride right up to him.
Right up to it.
He's just standing there waiting for you, and as you approach, he looks up to all of you, but specifically looks at Rowina, and says, "You made it."
You seem to have known we'd be here.
I told you to come looking for me.
Have you Linda knows that we're coming. Does she? Have you seen her?
You see him kind of look down for a moment. No.
I have a lot to ask you, but first, I suppose show us what you need to.
Follow me. It's not that long ahead. And he just walks into the forest.
I will follow him.
Okay. Rowina follows. I'm assuming out of duty or otherwise, the party
I will follow Rowina,
follow.
not Damien.
Yes. Until eventually, you come across the entrance to a wide cave. It is old
Caves.
looking, ancient. The foliage around is kind of beautiful. It paints this orangish yellow glow around the area. And you see him calmly walk up to this cave. And he turns and looks at all of you. And then he walks inside.
Sure. So this is normal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna follow.
Can I just, out of abundance of caution, check, like, with my goggles of, like, any traps or something going on, like,
Go ahead
around
and roll
here?
a perception check.
Hell yeah. 25.
You do see that there are some traps, and you see that they have all been disarmed.
Mm.
Can I just, before I like walk through the entrance to the cave, just make a quick like insight check of like, this is Damien, right? Like it's not like a
Roll me an insight check.
illusion. Ooh, 12?
You're pretty sure it's Damien.
Sorry, 13? Doesn't make a difference.
You walk
It's
to
not
the
Damien.
you walk to the entrance of the cave, and you see that he's about 60 feet in, sitting around a fire, and the cave continues further past him.
Is there a purple light in this cave?
Not from where you can see.
I would look back to the group and then walk up and sit next to Damien around the fire.
Do you tie up your horses outside? Okay,
I guess.
Yeah.
Is my
Does
mom
everyone-
coming in with?
it's up to you.
I guess I would.
Mom, what do you want?
Xander
I
says
would
I
say
can stay
before
with
we
her,
walked-
stay with her.
Yeah, I would say if Xander, if you wanted to take her to Linda's, we could meet you there.
Oh, that's a good point.
I don't. We'll keep watch out here.
Okay.
We can keep watch, right? She looks at him. Oh, yes, I can keep watch. Yes, of course.
She's gonna be flirting with Xander by the time we get outside.
Oh boy.
The two of
God damn
you, that's who Xander finally ends up with. Aeliana.
Oh,
God.
Xander's your
Woof.
stepdad.
Twist.
Woof, that's
Wolf,
rough.
Michael.
That
Wolf.
would be bad.
Hey, I gotta go, actually.
So Xander conveniently stays out with the other NPC, and the five of you will
Simpler this way.
hesitantly
We're
walk
helping you
into
out, Zach.
Damien's
Now you don't have to play
campfire.
3
Yes, exactly. No. And Rowina, you sit at the campfire. And
Maybe
Damien,
that's it.
that's fine. Yeah.
I'll stand
Damien-
with Oliver.
Damien has his hand on his knees. And he kind of opens his hands up. And he says, all right. Whatever happens next, everything after this moment changes.
Wait, I have things to ask you. Should I ask you? What do you mean?
I mean, you will get the answers to your questions.
I would kind of like look at, like make eye contact with Emory and like kind of motion to like, please be with me on this.
I'll see that and like, oh shit, yeah.
You do see that he's like kind of like looking at you, Emory, as you. Also, Emory, roll a Actually, no, nope, sorry, nope. You all sit down. The two of you do, I mean.
Yeah.
Elise, and he looks at you expectantly. I owe you answers. I know that now.
Rowena gets a little flustered and then like gets out the list.
Please.
You do see
right,
that his eyes flick to you occasionally, Oliver.
Staring at him.
I'm holding Oliver's hand very tightly, so he is
Yes.
aware that he is not to interrupt. Not yet, not yet.
I would say you do owe us answers, but I would look at Oliver and say, we are not the only ones that you owe answers.
I meant all of you.
Start with Oliver.
He looks to you, Oliver.
You have
First
your
of all,
list.
it's out of respect and love for your daughter that I'm not just fucking killing you right now. Did you know my mom and seek her out in Pineville?
Yes.
Oh no.
I mean, he squeezes harder on it.
Yeah.
His hand.
He looks down and he says, "But I thought I had lucked out and found someone else. I did not know
Me?
you were her daughter, or you were her son." That is the
Okay.
truth.
Do you know where the other portals go on this?
Some.
We can get into the nitty gritty of that in a second. Did you transfer your curse to me?
I wish. No. If you mean whatever the device took from you, that's the device. The only thing that I did to you was bargain what you loved most, which was your mother.
How did you know my mom?
I met her and her party years ago. I traveled with them for a time. I've traveled with many groups over many years. Magic is rare in this world. When I was forced to seek it out, I went to those who I remembered.
Rowina?
What do you know of the Sisters of Cullinan?
He spits. Why do you ask of them?
I suppose I want to know what you know specifically of the woman in the green cloak.
His eyes go wide. That's not your mother.
Who is she?
It is your mother's body. Paraded in front of me as punishment.
Oh shit.
The old Fate sister used your mother's body, her dead body, after the sect killed her, as a vessel, and flaunted it in front of me every chance they could. It was a gift to the sisters in exchange for them helping find other magic users.
So who was our mother? Why was she known as the Princess of Heathens? And what is this group that you're
Heathens?
with? And
You've been speaking with the Empire, for they are the only ones who call the Vendra god heathens.
well, when the family closest to me would give me no information, I had to get it where I could.
You see him look down.
So if you meant to allow me to believe that my mother was a heathen, that's fine. If you didn't, you should have gotten ahead of them.
Your mother was a grand woman and a capable sorceress. I'm going to start from the beginning, for I do not know what they've taught you in the dynasty of the Cavaxians' history. But after the Great War, there was dissent within the Empire. Soon, a faction known as the Vendragod rose within the Empire. You see, the Cavaxian Empire saw themselves as superior to non-magical races, and even superior to some magical races. They found themselves as the tip of the spear in humanoid evolution. But there was those within the Empire who were tired of war, tired of being forced to look at others through that lens. A faction that was for the people, the betterment of the Dark Elves. They were known as the Vendragod. And soon a civil war broke out that lasted years. Your mother was a member of the Vendragod and soon became one of the authority members. And she pleaded peace between the Vendragod and the Empire. And a treaty was made. The Vendragod were allowed to leave the Empire. They retreated and returned to their roots. They returned underground, where they still live today, in the Underdark. Vendaria is where they live now. It lies underneath Weimar. Your mother was named their leader and led them in a peaceful time for many years. That is where I come in. You know about me, you know how long I've wandered this plane. It led me to a dark place, a dark life, killing for money, stealing, trying to find a home anywhere I could. So I found myself in drink. I found myself using violence, drugs, whatever I could to hide the pain. I found myself in the Underdark. I heard a commotion. Your mother, now leader of the Vendragod, was out on a hunting party with some others. They were overrun and I helped them. And thanks, they took me in. I fell in love with your mother then. And she did I as well. I never cared for anyone or anything as much as I cared for her. I tried to pull away. I tried pushing her away. I treated her poorly as I could. Tried to tell her that I was no use for her. I even tried to tell her that I was better than her. I didn't need her. She saw through my ruse. She continued to love me, and we spent a life together. Her not able to age, me not able to age. We spent decades together. And I became a member of the Vendragod. They welcomed me, and I had found a home. But then I grew restless. I missed the sun. I missed the outside world. So I would go on journeys, trips, out. And on one of them I met a man, a dragonborn man. One who twisted and manipulated my mind. A man you know by the name of Arameus Drake. He twisted my mind and made me see that the Forgotten Ones were just like the Vendragard. They were cast out and seen as other. He had me sympathizing for them. It's almost as if I was under a spell, I don't know. But your mother always saw through it. She saw through the ruse. Anyway, it eventually came to that she was going to make a move on them, going to stop them. And they killed her. I tried to stop them. I killed so many of them. And I wouldn't die. I couldn't. He looks over to you, Oliver. I pray to the gods above that you find the strength to swing that hammer and end my misery, and yet I know somehow you won't. Because no one ever does.
This is the curse you were discussing with Aluna.
I can't die. It's not that I can't be hurt, I can be hurt. Just somehow I've lived. And when they killed her, the Vendragard blamed me, as they probably should have. They exiled me. I was kicked out. But the sect, they told me that they would attack the Vendragard, and that they would kill my children, who had just been born a few days earlier. The first children I've ever had. One, unfortunately, cursed to look like her father. The other one, was spitting image of their mother. So I made a deal with them. I promised them I would help them as long as they left the Vendragard alone and my children alone. But I didn't trust them. So I took you from the city and absconded with you. I left you where I knew Linda would find you. But unfortunately, she only found one of you. He looks to you, Emory. I know you won't believe me. I know you probably don't even care. But when I knew that she only found one of you, I searched for you, Emory. I tried finding you. I somehow knew you were alive, and I kept tabs on both of you as best as I could. But I tried to stay away as far as I could. For the sake of your own lives, disagree with it or not, it's the decision I made, and it's the one I live with. And then I met my daughter, and she scorned me and yelled at me. And I realized that I had missed that part of your mother, the part that could make me see the truth. And Rowina, you did make me see the truth. So I took a chance. I went back to the Vendragard. I explained the situation to them, and like the good people that they are, they took pity on me. They believed me. Well, some of them did. Some of them did not. A great debate started spreading about whether or not they should attack the sect. People agreed with me, some, most did. But the Vendragrad is led by a council now, and the council members who held the most forces were hesitant. And then that's when Ember joined us. He was there to offer a deal to the Vendragrad. The use of their tunnels for soldiers to enter the Savian dynasty in exchange for continued protection. Most people disagreed, but the council members who are old in their ways used their politicking, and a compromise was made. They would not make enemies with the Gavaxian Empire and let them use their tunnels, and at the same time they would agree with the others and attack the sect. And so we did. Some good people were lost that day, but we did as best as we could. And then you very capable people, you people that I underestimated, you succeeded where we failed. And from then on, I've simply been trying to find you, to bring you to me, so that I can tell you all of this finally, so that I can stop keeping you in the dark in an effort to protect you. And so that I can give you her staff. For it is you who should wield it.
Okay. What of Aeliana? You can communicate with her. She knows of your curse.
I am not sure if I can communicate with Aeliana. I have conversations with her in my dreams. You saw me do it.
I think I was in your dream.
Maybe you're more like your
I've
mother
seen her
than I
as
thought.
well. I do think you can communicate with her because I've seen her as well, and that's... It would be a coincidence to make up the same image. Emory, when I would like motion at the dagger.
I would pull it out of the sheath and like hold it up.
It's a fine weapon.
Does this look familiar to you?
Should it?
I look at Rowina.
Let him.
Is it yours? Was it ever yours?
That dagger? No.
The hooked dagger?
No.
Part of Emory is like, fuck yes.
It was all a metaphor.
And then I'll slip it in my in the sheath again. And just because I have to know, do you know that you did find me?
What?
Well, rather I found you. And I will pull the luck stone out of my jacket.
His eyes widen. You were there.
Yeah, and it was really fun. Really great time.
I deserve your anger.
I'm not mad at you. You didn't put me there. It sounds like you tried to come back for me.
I failed.
I was found under freak circumstances and freak accident, and that's life.
I didn't want this life for either of you.
Well,
I mean, I can understand. I can understand the choices you made for your children. I can. What I cannot understand is why, if I made you see the truth the first time we met, have I spent all this time not knowing all of this? I've seen you. Maybe not in person, but I have seen you. And you have left yourself a mystery, and you have let me hate you.
You will not like the answer.
I think I already know it.
What is it?
Because you're a coward.
You're right. I was afraid. I was afraid that the more you learned about me, the more you would put yourself in danger. The more you would become like me, or become like her. I wanted nothing but safety and happiness for you. And when you've lived as long as I have, you grow a stubborn mind. The choices I've made have been made. And I regret some of them. And all I can do is tell you the truth now. And show you your home.
What?
I've brought you here to show you your home.
What?
There are certain places in this world that are connected. Ley lines of magical energy that run through the earth itself. One of those naturally occurring portals is here, in this cave. And it leads to Vendaria, the city under the mountain.
Insight check.
Roll an insight check.
I want to believe. Oh, 11.
You believe him?
Great. Anyone else want to insight that?
He's lying.
He just assumes he's lying.
that's what magic does.
Yeah.
Duh.
Okay, great. Okay. Okay.
Why would we go there? What is there? I mean, that's where you're from, but I mean,
Staff
we could
there.
Oh, the staff is there. Never
The
mind.
staff is there. It is
I thought you
safe.
had the staff.
I wanted you to find me.
Mm,
I have
Ah.
access to the staff.
great. Another trick. Okay.
I had to make
Well,
sure
in the
that my
interest
daughter
of-
found me, and I wasn't sure if simply talking to me would be enough of a lure.
Even Aeliana's a little annoyed about that. She's like, you little shit.
We already
Aw,
booked
you
with
got
Linda.
me.
Habit of oh, surprises. I need you to make me a promise. When this is done, when we're not done, when we've gotten the staff, and we're back here, you will come to Linda's. You owe her the truth as much as anybody else. Maybe more.
All right, I promise.
I'll look to the group. How do we feel about a portal?
Oh,
I don't think it's up to us.
I kind of wanted to go to Lynn.
Can we get... Sorry. Yes, of course. I will absolutely follow. Is there any time dilation bit here? Should we get my mother safely away before that?
You are
Will we
learning.
need to
No,
get safety?
there is. It is as simple as walking through a
So
doorway.
Why did you have to
fucking-
say it
so
like that?
smug.
Why did you say it like that? I'm kidding, yes. She doesn't say that. Let's go.
How far away is Linda's?
You probably another day's ride, and within the
Oh,
forest.
really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Dang it.
I mean, we can't. Why can't we bop there, bop back? I don't know. 2 days? Grand scheme of things?
Would it
Guess
make
it
you
would
feel better
ensure
if
that
I had shackles around my ankles and wrists?
Oh, no.
I suppose you can't blame us for not trusting you.
Of course not. But time is of the essence with what you're doing.
I do think this needs to happen now. I understand if
Nope.
the rest of you
Yep.
want to go to Linda's, she would gladly have you. It's okay.
No, I'm just
Nope.
worried about Aeliana's mom.
She'll be fine.
What
I'll let her know what we're doing and then we'll go.
I mean, what is she? What, she's just gonna
Xander?
hang out? What?
You can
I mean,
be
is this
back
dangerous?
within the hour.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I was gonna say we are making sure that the portal goes there and then also brings us
Getting
back.
staff.
This magical,
Perhaps we-
this type of strong magical portal is only connected to one location, but as I said, it is as simple as a doorway.
Well then.
Perhaps we just tell Xander and your mother what's happening and they could take refuge in the cave while we're gone.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Well,
I do want to know where these other portals go before we leave, just in case we need to go somewhere else. I don't know.
He points to 2 dots that are next to the dots that you've made. He said, I made those 2. This one, and he points to it, he says, this one goes to the capital of the Kingdom of Lindor. This one, he points to the one right next to you, goes to the Banished Isles.
Oh yeah.
oh,
That could be helpful.
Your old stomping ground.
And you put 2 and 2
we
together.
do have
that
something to go.
That's probably how he would teleport to the outpost
Yep.
that was on the Banished
Mm-hmm.
Isles.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
And there's
You know where
something there
this-
that we need.
Do you know where this came from?
Yes.
You,
It was unearthed at the Banished Isles. It is an ancient artifact, older than I am. It was simply found by the sect when they made their outpost there. It was found within the caves there. Seemed as if there was an older civilization that had found a home there, or I'm not sure. That's all I know. It was simply a device that was turned into a trap. A trap that I set upon you, Oliver.
Right. You know, I've been angry at you for a long time, angrier than I've ever been at anybody or anything. But now I feel bad for you. You missed out on raising two of the best people that I've ever met, and you'll never get that time back.
Well, like, not to be a dick about it, but I don't know if we would have turned out this way if he'd have raised us. No offense.
Probably not.
You're right. You're both right. And he just turns and walks further into the cave.
Oh.
I would,
Little
before
painful.
we start walking, like grab Emory's hand.
Sorry, was that too
Walk
harsh?
together. No,
Oh, okay. Yeah,
just the truth.
yeah, we're walking.
You can be mean to him. I don't care.
Yeah.
As you walk further into the cave, you slowly start to see purple light. And you go further into the cave and you see that a small outpost has been made here in this cave. On one giant wall, you just see a oval of purple arcane energy that is about 10 feet wide, about 15 feet tall, and just shimmering. In these little outcroppings carved into the stone, you see some drow warriors who are sitting at a table playing some games. You see that a couple are like training, a couple are like using their crossbows on some targets. And you see as you all walk in, they all like, their immediate reaction is to like wave and like give a hello to Damien, and then they see all the people that he's with, and you see them kind of like react, and Damien just puts up a hand and he says, "They're all with me," and they all just kind of like shrug, and
Not with him.
and these drow warriors are just kind of like going about their business, seemingly here at this outpost to protect this end of the portal. You then walk up to the purple shimmering door, and Damien steps up to it, and he looks back at all of you, and he just walks through, and he disappears.
Hand in hand with Emory, walk through after him.
Does anybody not walk through? Okay.
Well,
We did tell Xander and
we did.
Yeah,
We're
yeah, I'm
good. We're
assuming.
good.
As you step into the portal, your vision opens up to a large underground city.
I love it.
You come out immediately to this huge ornate archway. You see that there are huge stalagmites that have been that are the size of skyscrapers that have been carved into these buildings. You see people moving to and fro. You kind of open up into this main area, and directly behind you, a couple other people step out, and seemingly have come into this portal from another location. It seems as this is like a traversal portal for these drow people. And you see kids running about, and you see this open marketplace in front of you. Everything has this like purple glow lighting to it. And a couple of people see Damien and kind of like raise their hands and hi. You guys are the only ones who look like you here. So you do immediately catch a lot of eyes, a lot of people looking at you. But they all just seem like really interested. they're all just like, who are these people? And then as you get further into the city, you do see that there are other races of people here. You see the occasional Dragonborn. You see some Goliath people who are doing something. You do see some other people who are here. And Damien leads you throughout this bustling city. At one point, you see some guard go by. They're wearing this like black armor. Roll a perception check, Oliver.
26.
This armor is not metal. It is not wood. It seems to be the only thing you can really prescribe to it is like a chitin type material. It seems to be like exoskeleton from a larger creature that has been crafted and formed into armor. And then you also see that a couple of these guards, just as you would see guards like riding on horseback throughout the city, you see a couple of guards riding on these like large 6-legged beetle creatures as they just like make their way through. And you do see that like where you would normally see like a cat, you see like a beetle type insect, or like a fuzzy like roly-poly type insect that is like making its way throughout the city. You eventually get to this larger building. It seems to be a stalagmite that is a bit smaller than some of the other skyscrapers, but has been carved inside to be this kind of like narrow manor type building. And he walks in, and you see this it's like in Harry Potter, the rooms with the staircases that are constantly changing. It's like that vibe as you look up. It's just like spiral staircase leading to like kind of some alcove rooms. It's kind of giving a little bit Raven's headquarters, a little bit. Emory, go ahead and roll a perception check for me at advantage.
At advantage? Okay. Oh. It's not great. I'm so distracted. It's an 11.
Well, it's not that hard to notice. You start looking around and, you say you love this place. That becomes more and more true as you're looking around at this little manor. Because you see books everywhere. You see books everywhere. You see stacks of paper. You see books that have been like bound that seem to have been written by Damien. You see that he has like a lot of writing stuff, and a lot of like he has like a desk set up in one corner that is just like covered in unfinished writings. And there's also some like doodling that you see every once in a while on some of the pages.
Read a book, but you can't visit your kids.
And he then walks up the stairs a little bit, and you see. First of all, I'll say with that 11, you can tell that he sleeps on a couch in the bottom room. You then walk into what would be the bedroom of this place, and it is dusty. The bed is perfectly made. You see a green cloak that looks different than the cloak that the Fate sister wears. It looks more so like the one you've seen in your visions. You see it hanging on one side of the room. You see a portrait of Damien and a woman that you have known to notice as your mother, hanging above a mantle in the room, and they are smiling and holding each other. And he then walks over. The bed is a 4-post bed, and he walks over to one of the posts and knocks on it, and it like kind of vibrates, and as if it's coming out of the post, this black obsidian staff kind of phases out of the post and falls, and he grabs it. And he walks over to you, Rowina, and he places in your hand the Staff of Obsidian.
Oh yeah.
It is a black staff carved in obsidian. The entire staff is just made of carved obsidian. The top of it curling with flame that is carved in. And much like Aeliana, you immediately attune to this item. So if you are attuned to 3 items, you have to get rid of 1 right now. You only had 1. Okay.
Well, I have 1 slot, so now I'm attuned to 3.
And you feel yourself, you feel the power surge within you, and you feel a warmth in your chest that is almost comforting as you hold this staff. And you look to Damien, and you see a single tear falling down his face as he looks at you holding the staff. It is yours.
Thank you.
We are done here. You can return now. And I will return with you if you still want that to be so.
Do.
He looks to you, Oliver.
Not up to me.
He nods.
Is this a place we can return?
You know where the cave is. As long as you are to give them my name, they should let you in. I would make sure that, he kind of looks to the rest of you, I would make sure that Rowina is with you, given the resemblance. And he looks to Emory. I know that you and I don't share aesthetic. You remind me of... You look like Rowina. My Rowina. You're named after her grandfather.
Who is
Sorry, what?
who is
Oh, he says Emory.
Oh.
oh
That name was with you when you were found.
nice.
So you were always you.
So, before the council realizes that I've brought in a lot of outsiders without their permission, maybe we should leave. You wouldn't be in any danger, I just don't want to deal with the bureaucratic bullshit.
I would like to return one day. I've never had the opportunity to talk to people who might have known her.
I would like to give you that opportunity, if I can. And he starts to lead you all out. And as he leaves the stalagmite manor, you see a drow man that is like actively about to knock on the door. And he has short hair, long on top, kind of an undercut on each side. And he's wearing a purple shirt and some black pants and a black vest, and the purple shirt sleeves are rolled up. And he goes to, oh, Damien, hello. I'm glad you. Who are all these people? Damien kind of sighs. And sorry, what is this guy's name?
Yeah.
My kids are having some friends over.
Reese. He says, Reese, yes, this is, the, come in here, you fool. And, he pulls Reese in. Oh, sorry to interrupt. And Damien says, and he kind of like looks at Rowina and then just looks at Reese. And Reese says, oh, it is them. And he looks to Damien. You have brought them here. And Damien kind of nods. But we should celebrate. We should. And Damien puts up his hands. He goes, no. They don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. I would love to be able to do that at another time, perhaps, but no. And Reese, the man who's been named as Reese, oh, come on, please. This is so good. I would love to. I would love that we could have. And he starts like, and Damien like puts a hand on his arm and says, Reese, I appreciate it. No. And Reese says, oh, yes. Read the room, Reese. Okay. All right. My name
I'll
is...
look at him and just say, we will return.
My name is Council Reese Darren. I'm one of the council members here. I may look and act young, but super smart at politics and stuff, so don't you worry about that. Damien just kind of like rolls his eyes and shakes his head. Rowina. Oh, of course. He looks at Damien. Rowina. And he just goes in and he hugs you. And he looks at you, Emory. And this must be Emory. Emory the strong and prideful. That was your grandfather's name. What are you? Emory the...
I don't know yet, I guess.
Oh, Emory the humorous. That's a good one. Emory the honest, perhaps? Because who are we all, right? Does anybody know who we are? I'm Reese Darren, council member.
Yes.
Hi.
Okay, I will run distraction. And he... and Tammy goes, we don't need a distraction. We will simply walk out of here.
Can we take him?
I want.
Reese is cool.
And Reese goes, okay, I'll play it cool. And he walks out, and you hear him shut the door, and then you hear, everything normal, everything's okay. As he's like walking away.
That man is in charge of this city. Partially.
He's a new council member, but yes. It is thanks to Reese that I was able to rejoin the Vildregard. Alright, we should be off. And he takes you out of the manor, leads you through the city, and back through the main portal. You do see that he, like, waits at the portal for a second, and is, like, looking at it. Alright, we should be good. And he walks through.
What?
Should be?
What does that mean?
He was making sure we were getting off on the right step.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Do
I
you
want to
follow?
insight check that. I want to
Alright.
insight check
Yes.
that.
Does Alvin hurry up?
Roll an insight check.
I don't know if
Yeah,
it'll
wait,
do
I will
anything,
too.
but 18.
You think that Rowina hit the nail on the head.
Okay.
Yeah. And you all step in, and you step out, and you are in that same outpost. Except this time, you see that Xander and your mom are sitting at the table with the Drow warriors, and they are all laughing.
Besties.
And they seem to be having a good time. And that is where we are going to end today's session.
What?
My
As
God.
we walk
Goodness.
back into this
So
outpost.
wholesome the whole time.
Item 2.
Item 2, the second Sabian heirloom has been
Yeah,
found.
what does it do?
So, I will end this session with telling you this.
Boy.
I'll send this to you as well, but I want to tell the stream. So, much like the Wand of Sunsets, you get a +1 to spell attack and DC.
Nice.
Right?
And then you have 4 charges that it starts with. You regain 1d4 +1 charges per day with a max of 4. So you'll always have a minimum of 2, max of 4. And with these charges, you can do the following. You can cast Invisibility for 1 charge. You can cast Misty Step for 1 charge. For 2 charges, you can gain a flying speed of 60 feet for a minute.
What? Okay, cool.
For 2 charges plus, meaning you can spend up to 4 on this and it would just up the level of it, you can cast the spell Lightning Bolt. And lastly, for all 4 charges, if you have them available, you can cast Greater Invisibility on yourself. And you can already tell just by holding the staff that the way the invisibility works with this staff is that it wreaths you in shadow. And you basically become one with the shadows.
That's so cool.
Damn.
And that is where we will end this week's session.
Fine,
So-
I want my
Wow.
Sabian heirloom, okay?
Okay, I want it.
Oliver goes to the
Give
Vanish
me
Isles right
it.
now to get his hammer.
So thank you all for
Gimme.
joining us. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, but-
Please, please, please tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central for
Yes.
episode 1 of Charmed Heroes. It's going to be a blast. Tune into that. And then next week, right back here to find out what happens next with all this crazy lore dropping. And we're going to meet Linda. And everybody's
I'm
going
just
to meet
gonna be
Linda.
so surprised.
And that'll
And
be
the rest
great.
of the Avarnas.
And the rest of the Avarna. So let's see how that
Ugh.
goes down. Thank you all for joining us. Follow us at CharmedPersons on TikTok and Instagram. As always, thank you so much to my players, the best players a GM can ask for. I do say it every time, but I mean it every time. And as always, everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Don't eat humans.